Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live for another edition of the Premier League podcast, a Yard Man edition. Obviously, it's the final Premier League games. Well, final Premier League weekend was concluded. We know where where each team finished. Obviously, Manchester City won the Premier League again. They four-peated. Arsenal finished second. Did they bottle it? Liverpool and Aston Villa. Obviously, we knew that they was going to be in the Champions League. Spurs and Chelsea got Europa League spots. Newcastle got the Conference League spot. Manchester United finished 8th. Sheffield United, the worst ever side to see. And look at this guy, this guy. See, this guy's such a crook. As I said that, let me just bring him in. Because as I said, Manchester United, I see them laughing at that. We got Lex in the building. Kaneki will be here shortly as well, people. Kaneki will be here shortly. But our Sheffield United, the worst ever Premier League side, because ironically, we was discussing that on the Back Again podcast, and Troops brought up Derby, who were also awful, and we compared, and I still don't know. Because Sheffield United were woeful. I think they got 16 points. That Derby side only got 11 points. They got one win. However, Derby didn't concede 104 goals or 106 goals. So, yeah, obviously alongside Luton Town and Burnley, they were the sides that went down as well. And everyone else is mid-table. But big up to Sheik in the chat as well. Lex is in the building also. What are you telling me, Lex? You good?
Spectacular.
Love that. All right, let's get straight to it. Because congratulations to Manchester City. I will continuously say that. Congrats to Manchester City. I can take the Manchester United hat off and be like, yo, incredible manager, incredible team. They four-peated, turning it into a quote-unquote Farmers League domination. A lot of people didn't think it could happen. And rather than criticize the rest of the league, even though they do deserve some criticism, I'm also going to prop up Manchester City in regards to that. They deserve full credit for what they've done. Four-peating isn't easy. It's not easy. Going back to back isn't easy. Never mind winning 4 in a row in 5 in 7 years. So again, salute to Pep and salute to Manchester City. And if somebody doesn't do anything serious, they are going to do what Bayern Munich did in the Bundesliga. They could easily win 9-10 in a row. I'm legit, because I think they 5-peat. Unless one of the other 19 clubs, and you can't even say 19 because most of them don't have the capacity, but if some of the top clubs don't do something serious this summer, they are going to win it again. Somebody has to do something serious, whether that's Arsenal, whether that's Liverpool, whether that's Manchester United, whether that's Chelsea, whether it's a club out of the blue that does a Leicester. Somebody has to do something serious, or not only are they going to 5-peat, they are going to win 8-9 in a row. It's already been, I think, 5 in 7 years, I think. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm correct. I'm going to double check that. But yeah, salute to everyone that's locked in.
Arnie Slot is here.
Yeah, it might be his time. It might be Arnie's time. You know what?
It needs to
we'll
be
go there.
We'll
go. That got announced today, so obviously we knew it was going to happen. But thoughts on that?
I mean, shit. What can I do now? Just have to work with it. Just have to go.
It could have been worse though.
You
could have got someone worse. Cause I know you wasn't a big fan of Slot, but at least you didn't go and get a pop.
The problem with the Slot appointment, we don't know what he is yet.
True.
It's like a Ten Hag appointment. You didn't know, like you expected great things based on his style of play and the stuff that you expected him to do, but once the plane landed, it just crashed.
That's true.
So,
but it's better to know that, as dumb as this is going to sound, that the plane crashes once it's hit like the ground. You don't want it to be in the sky and go, that plane's got no wheels. Say you lot would have got a Graham Potter, for example. Or a manager, not even Graham Potter, a manager you genuinely didn't rate. Say you got a manager you didn't rate, it'd be worse, is the point I'm making. Rather than a Slot who's unknown.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes the devil you know is better than the one that you don't.
Normally I'd agree with that, but when it comes to football management, it's like, nah. Because I'd rather be in the unknown with my manager, because it's like, at least you can surprise me. All right, I'll say this then.
After 10 Hag, you shouldn't even be saying that shit.
No. The reason why I'm saying that is because, yes, it's bad now, but I'd rather feel that way now rather than the entire reign. Because the entire reign is like, no, like I was like that with Moyes.
I mean, at least
didn't
the
want
first
Mason
year
to
you
jump.
did feel all right.
Yeah, and the first
yeah.
year, yeah, and that's it. Imagine you lot got Southgate, how you'd be talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm
Bro,
making.
but no, that some things are impossible, dog.
No, but I'm pointing it out. Forget the name Southgate, but I'm just talking a manager you don't rate. So whoever you think's a manager of his level, and you went and got him. Have we seen it today? Bayern Munich linked with Vincent Kompany. Imagine you got linked to Vincent Kompany. Is the point I'm making.
That's not a bad appointment, you know.
So you would have been happy with Vincent Kompany if he came to Liverpool?
I mean, bro, it's not like Burnley had good players and they still played a decent football. They just never had the players.
So you would have been cool with that?
Premier League players in any position on that team? None. So
all jokes aside, would you have been cool with that if you would have went and got Vincent Kompany?
I know I'd see a better style of football. I mean,
that is true. Pardon me.
Would I be okay with it? It would be like kind of crazy to me, but then I'd have to just trust what the man must say. You get me? Because at this point, the manager market, like the whole market, seems to be a bit crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. When I see
in terms of managers and transfers and everything, so you get me?
Yeah, the buying thing was crazy. When I seen that, I was like, "What?" And I think it was Fabrizio who actually tweeted about it as well, and was like, "Oh yeah, they're considering him." I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, I think he plays a good brand of football. However, I think you should have. Surely you have to have more on your CV to manage Bayern Munich. Is the point that I'm making? Like, surely there has to be something more. And with the market being bad, I get that. But surely there's somebody more qualified than Vincent Kompany to manage Bayern Munich. Surely there is. Surely
you do realize they tried to get those people and no one wanted to go.
That is
you
true.
do realize that no one wants to go to Bayern. I don't know what happened. I don't know what these men are hearing, but these guys have actually resorted. But this is it, bro. This is it. It's not everyone is an Arteta. You get to Messi? Everyone has the opportunity to just land. So sometimes you just land at a Burnley, and the best that you can do with those players who are championship level is bring them out of the championship.
Which you give him credit. I give him credit for, but it's the
and that's just crazy. I'm pretty sure he'd bring them back up. But to me, it's about all right, Vincent Kompany. We've seen that you've had the ability to coach beautiful football. Now let's see if you can translate that into a big team.
Yeah,
and accomplish big things, because at the end of the day, Vincent Kompany is still a very respectable name. It's still a big name. It's still a household name in a football perspective. Now, if he lands there and does good things, then who knows? You get me? Maybe he can break the Kane curse. Maybe it would take a City former player to break the Kane curse.
It's just wild to me. Like, yeah, I know they got rejected. Obviously, Ragnick rejected them. Nagelsmann, Tuchel's leaving. There's one more I'm forgetting. Well, surely I looked at it and I was like, Vincent Kompany. I was like, surely, like even him being 5-6 on your list, which you don't expect to go to as Bayern Munich, is crazy. But their structure's been not a mess, that's too far, but they've had issues with their structure for a while, because that's why Flick left.
I think it's borderline getting to a mess, because, bro, what the hell? Before, we've never seen Bayern Munich say, "Yo, we need a coach," and cannot get one. And then they were so confident that it would be easy to get a coach. They told the coach that they had, pack it up end of season. And then they had to say, hold on. Can we talk about this again, please? And man was like, nah, fam. Like, I'm bigger than you, man, right now, because you can't even replace Thomas Tuchel, fam. That's it. Like, coaches are looking at you, man, and said, you guys didn't even finish second. You finished third.
Yeah, they finished third. Yeah,
you get me?
Was it Stuttgart they got caught by? Yeah, that ain't it, man. That ain't it. Yeah, they got caught by. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, Stuttgart beat them to the second place.
Yeah, it was Stuttgart. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, they beat them by a point. That's mad. Stuttgart, crazy.
It's just a weird way the league went, anyways, because Hurricane lands and all of a sudden these man just decide, hey.
Well,
these man just decide, hey, let's go unbeaten. Let's Bonner invincible.
But that being said, even by last year, they won it on the last day. And they shouldn't have. It's only because Dortmund.
That's very understandable, you know.
Yeah,
Okay, you won the title race, and then even that upheld the Bayern name, because on the last day they still took it from people. Could say Dortmund bottled it, but it was the pressure at the end of the day. Oh, the Bayern's on your tail. This is a whole different ball game. These men never stood a chance. They weren't doing anything, because Bayer Leverkusen done something they've never done. Of all the titles they've won, they've never won one as good as this.
They literally called Bayern Leverkusen. That's what they were called before this. That's the craziest part. It was literally in their DNA. Now it's never losing.
Exactly. Because this man never lost.
From Leverkusen to never lose. Hey, the thing is, John, Leverkusen did go unbeaten, but you would still expect Bayern to be closer to them. Bayern lost 8 games. That shouldn't happen.
Not in the Bundesliga.
They lost 8 games, and they went out in the Pokal Cup, I believe it's the equivalent of a League One side. But
and they kind of killed their own season, because it's like, why tell Tuchel, oh, you're going to leave at the end of the season? Because Tuchel then just started to throw games. Like, Tuchel just never gave a shit after that. Like, this one manager you don't fuck around with is Tuchel, because this man don't give literally. This guy's won Champions Leagues without trying.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if anybody think that this guy tried, he was making fun of Pep after beating him in the Champions League final. As if to say, yo, this man's thinking too much, bro. Just put your players out there, give them some instructions, and stop doing dumb shit. Like,
he beat him 3. He beat him 3 times in quick succession. And I'm just going through the Bundesliga as well in regards to Bayern's like recorded, and they lost. And I'm looking here, they've not lost more than 5 games in 10 years. The most they've lost since 2014-15. I don't know about before that. Up until this season was 5 games. Most of the time it was 4 or 3. So to lose 8 out of 34, because it's not a 38 game season over there. That's the crazy part. They would have lost to Leverkusen. Let's say they was on 87 points. There'd be criticism, but there wouldn't be as much criticism. And like I said as well, the Pokal Cup matters. Because they didn't go out, they didn't get beat by a Leverkusen. They didn't lose to a Stuttgart. It wasn't a Dortmund. It wasn't a Frankfurt. It wasn't someone you look at and go, okay, they legit lost to lower league opposition in that competition. And that's where the criticism lies as well with Bayern Munich. So that's how I'm looking at it. And then to finish third, just to top it off. That's the craziest part. Because you just presume, I didn't even check the table. I just presumed, Leverkusen are going to win it. But it's between Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich going to finish second. And it wasn't until the man them on the stream was talking about it on the day off and was like, yeah, Bayern finished third. Like Steve said it. I was like, what do you mean Bayern finished third? Yeah. Stuttgart pipped them to it. Wait, what? Yeah, they did. Because he's been saying, he has called this for the longest. He's been calling out Bayern, saying, this is terrible. What's been going on? We've been terrible since last year. Like, this is our banter period. He's like, trust me, we're going. And even with they're talking about the approach to managers, he's called this spot on so far. They could be in trouble. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but something ain't right. Because Bayern don't move like this. Normally they are the example of efficiency. As long as I can remember, they have been just efficient. And
they've had a model
off the pitch. Yes.
That just proven the test of time. 2 good wingers, a solid midfield, a striker that can finish, and hey,
you know what? That's facts. That has been their model for the longest, since the early 90s up until now. Yeah, and a solid defense from early 90s until like literally man's entire life.
It's literally been it. So it's like all of a sudden, and they still have that model. It's just that I don't think they have the quality anymore. Because I don't think the quality of wingers that they're used to having, they don't have that anymore.
Yeah, there's no ribbon, there's no robbery. It's not that level.
You get me? Yeah, they have Gnabry and Coleman and Sonny and these man, but I don't know.
They're just not there. Like they're just not like when Sonny went there, but I know he's fell off. But they're just good wingers. But you don't, like you mentioned there, you don't associate Bayern Munich with having good wingers. You associate them having great. They'd have normally a winger or at least 2 who are in the conversation, like, oh yeah, he's one of the best. Like, but since Rivalry and Robin, they haven't had that type of thing. And like you said, you would just associate them with quality as well. And
but even then, they had enough. Even then, there was a period of time where Gnabry and these men were actually doing work because they had good coaches, so it wasn't very difficult. Like when Hansi Flick was there and thing, like they were producing. It's just some things in life is just very hard to explain, blood. Like shit just happens. Your dynasty just comes to an end, and then you'll just go through this drought period like forever.
Nowhere though, because it's like someone would have said, "Oh yeah, Bayern Munich dropped." Like they're the one team you bank on always being, as long as I can remember, they're always in the last stages of the Champions League. They're always a quarter-final team, even if they're not at their best. They're always in and around there.
Because they usually maintain a certain level.
Yeah.
But no, you get to the point where you're buying like before, right?
Cool.
Certain acquisitions, they'd have a backline. Once they improve in the backline, it would be all right. Go to Dortmund and take their best defender, or go to this team and take their best defender. No, these man went and bought Eric Dyer, fam. Like, what are we doing?
I still don't get.
I don't care what anyone says.
I don't
Eric Dyer should not be playing for Bayern Munich. I do not care.
He should not be playing. He wasn't wanted by Spurs. Spurs said nah.
Spurs didn't. You just think
Spurs
about
said, that. Spurs said nah. We
Spurs didn't want him, fam. It's crazy.
Spurs said nah. We good. Spurs said, hey, but you lot continue to run up the likes. Over 30 of you lot in here. Please run up the likes, hit the like button on the video. Share across all the socials. That's me, Flawless. At Sarcasm City TV on all socials. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. To Andy, we'll get to some questions, you lot. Is the Doku flying kick on McAllister the most pivotal moment this year? Because if Liverpool won this, Arsenal would win the league. I've heard people mention this, and to Sam mentioned this on Back Again earlier on today. And I say this all the time, officials are incompetent. One thing, I think, if you got one fan from all 20 league clubs and you got them all in a room and you said, are the referees terrible? That is one thing universally we all agree on. I think content creating, never before content creating, never in any conversation, anywhere in person, any group, have I heard people say, yes, the refereeing standard is good. That is the one thing universally Premier League fans agree on, that the level of refereeing is terrible. We know mistakes are going to happen. So is it right? No, but I've just accepted it. So when it comes to decisions going against your team, I say this all the time. Take the decisions away from the officials. You have 90 minutes plus to impact a game and beat a team. This is why you don't hear me complain after games about, oh, my team should have had a penalty or such and such should have been sent off. Watching the game, I'll react to it, yes, because I'm in the moment. I'm like, oh, that's a red card. How's that not a penalty? Or that's not a penalty, etc. But afterwards, I'm looking at what my team did. If my team is relying solely on an official's decision to get a result out of the game, that means Manchester United did not play well enough in that game. That's what that means. If we're dependent on what did you man do for the rest of the game? And VAR, the whole conversation about the officials, the teams in the Premier League maybe getting rid of VAR shows the incompetence of the referees. How is something put in place to help you and you want to get rid of it? What did Mourinho say?
Because they never wanted it in the first place.
Yeah, because they didn't want to be exposed. What did Mourinho say? Only thieves worry about cameras. Facts. Spot on when he said that. I've seen that flowing about. It sounds like
but to be honest with you, I think they deliberately made it this bad so that they could get rid of it.
You think so?
Because people do shit like that all the time. They implement something that's supposed to be good, but they never wanted it in the first place, so they do a shit job at it. I know everyone wants it gone thinking that, oh, it's so bad, but the product itself is not bad because it's better in other leagues. It's just shit in the Premier League because they deliberately want it to be shit. And why would they want it to be shit? It makes no sense. Oh, yes, it does, because they didn't want it in the first place.
Well, you think referees were just lazy with it? You think it's from an officiating standpoint?
No, but being lazy with it was the whole purpose of having it in the first place, because it is to make you lazy. You get me? It's easier. You don't have to, you can just make decisions on the fly because you can just double check it. You can make whatever decision you want. You don't have to be afraid to say, yo, it's a penalty. Give the penalty. VAR check. No penalty. Done. Okay. But they did not want that control over themselves. They want to be the enforcer, the alpha, the omega, and even then, with having it, they still don't use it half the time. As a matter of fact, if they used it correctly, we would have probably had 9 points plus whatever we have now. We would have won the fucking league.
Yeah, you talk about Liverpool with
Or
what's
we'd
going
have
on
played
and
second.
everything.
Exactly, because this guy speak about the Doku fly kick. Oh my days! You think Arsenal would have won the league if it weren't for refereeing decisions? Mind you, Liverpool would have won it fucking 2 weeks ago if it weren't for refereeing decisions. Because there are a plethora. Then we were getting red at the start of the season. We were getting red cards for no reason. Man was just flinging red cards. Say, yo, you get a red card. You get a red card. Any little slight little this red card, and then. Man, them went to VAR and draw the lines wrong because flipping Diaz was actually onside, and they were like, no, he wasn't. You get what I say? And Tottenham, we got 2 red cards in that Tottenham game. We got a red card in the Newcastle game, which I think wasn't a red card. People might say, oh, yes, it was, but man and ball, yellow, simple as. But the man, them just quick for bomb rush and say, yo, it's Liverpool, red card. Yo, it's Liverpool, do this. Yo, it's Liverpool, do that. And then we just get what we get, but it is what it is, fam.
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying, because with it, like I've said before, with VAR, and we'll get to the actual question as well, Andy. It's like it's implemented it gives you VAR is not the problem. The people using VAR is the problem. Because I've legit been on watch-alongs, seeing an incident happen and gone, oh, that's a penalty. First time watching it, viewing it one time, and I go, that's a penalty. The referee then gives a penalty. They then check it on VAR, and the VAR goes, no,
and then
that's
play it
not
in
VAR's
slow-mo.
fault. They got it slow-mo on all different angles, and you still get the decision wrong. How do you get offside wrong? Because you even
slow-mo changes the perspective of a lot of things 90% of the time. It takes away intent. It takes away so much. So when you just focus on the still image or the slow-mo, all of a sudden now you take the actual logical thinking out of the game. And then now you're just throwing red cards and shit all over the place.
Yeah, because I think you should watch it in full
by
time.
the
You should watch it in
letter
full
of
speed.
the law.
Yeah, I think you should watch any challenge in full speed. And then if you're like confused, and then you're like, okay, did he get the man or the ball first? That's when then you use slow-mo, like you said, and then you should go from there. But it's basics. Even them messing up offside, when it's literally, how do you mess up offside? You're either offside or you're not. Like there's no interpretation of it.
Why the hell does a millimeter difference make a difference? Like what go on for that? Because him 2 millimeters offside, that is a clear and obvious advantage. No, it is not.
No, it's not clear and obvious.
Yeah, because
it's an advantage, but it's not clear and obvious.
Them literally in line. Like stop. Yeah. Not because somebody showed that the 2 millimeters away from the it offside. Like, come on, man. Sometimes the 2 line them join together, you can't even see the difference offside. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, some of them things they be guessing.
Yeah,
but Andy, to your point and back to it, if Arsenal do what they're supposed to do against Fulham in both games, they win the league. That's it. Like legit. Like, I've said this. Arsenal should have done the business. I don't look at the City game. I don't look at the Aston Villa games. I don't look at the Newcastle games, because they're against good sides and better sides in the Premier League. Beat Fulham home and away. Beat West Ham at home. And you win the league.
How about this, Arsenal fans? If you were listening to the shows all this year, from the beginning of the year to the end of the fucking year, you would have known you weren't winning shit. So stop. It don't really matter. It don't really matter what you want to feel. Don't really matter what you want to think. Everyone already knew that you guys weren't good enough. So who gives a shit?
Some of them believe.
We know they weren't good enough. They were never good enough.
I know that because I said it. Why do you think I was out here selling Kool-Aid? I fully know what was going on. And the thing is, we're going to be back here next year doing the same thing. Oh, yeah, City did everything.
City tried giving you, man, the lead. City tried giving the league away, and still.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
That's what it is, but it's funny people believing, because come this time next year.
No, you know what was funny? Watching these man blame Son. So, Son, you should have scored. How about Jesus? You should have scored more than 4 goals. How about you should have had another striker other than Nketiah? How about Havertz shouldn't have been your striker that you are depending on to win the fucking league? How about fucking that, innit? How about that, yeah? How about that?
All right, let me ask you. Since we'll go there. And to Warrior J who's asking that Kaneki will be on. You just sorting some stuff out, but Kaneki will be on. And to Brass Boss J, when he says 29 game winning streak, tried how? Because if Arsenal would have beat Fulham home and away and beat West Ham at home, they would have won.
Didn't even need to beat them home and away. Bro, flipping Aston Villa got the double on you. All you man had to do was draw the games. You didn't even have to win them.
I hear you.
No, we can stop this pretense. Stop pretending Havertz is good. Stop pretending Saka is world class. Stop pretending Martinelli is anything but a 5 out of 10 winger. Stop pretending that you have the greatest midfield in the world with fucking midfielders that ghost whenever they play big games. Stop pretending that you have the best centre-back pairing in the world. Stop pretending Raya and Ramsdale are anything but fucking 6 out of 10 goalkeepers that get helped by just the organization of fucking Arteta. Stop pretending that Arteta is this messiah that is going to carry you to the promised land, because he's not. Because we've told you many times that he won't, and he has not, and he will not. Trust, blood. Just trust.
Yeah. That being said, that's the segment. Do you think Arsenal bottled it or City just battled?
Huh?
Do you think Arsenal bottled the league or are Manchester City?
To be honest with you, I think both Arsenal and Liverpool had a chance and they blew it. Because if this was the Liverpool, if the Liverpool team with Mane and these man had the chances that we got this year, we would have won this fucking league by a country mile.
Yeah, you mean the chances Nunez missed?
Chances, bro. Oh my days, Nunez, Diaz, even Jota at some points, like Salah, all of these men are just not doing anything, bro. I swear though. I know I hear Salah saying committed, so I guess we're not going to get a big bankroll for him. So let's see what the fuck's going on next season.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Because it'd be interesting to see how it works out for you lot with him. Because you still might get a big offer for him regardless. You may actually do that. Facts. Ed says there is a high chance that Marcus Rashford doesn't get the invitation to be part of Euro 2024 with England. Ed, can you put the source on? That should be the thing. He shouldn't go. This is me saying this as a Manchester United fan. His form has done nothing to warrant him going, especially when you look at the players attack. Exactly. Like, this is the point I'm making. Like, especially when you look at the attackers that England have, the other options. So there's no way when you look at a Gordon and you look at a Foden and you look at a Saka and a Palmer, there'll be more. I'm sure they're just 4 off the top of my head, and I'm sure the chat will name more. But he'll go. Southgate will pick him. I'm telling you that now. Rashford's going. And not only will he go, he'll start. I go that far. Not only is he going, he's going to start.
Shit you have to be to pick a bad international lineup. You know how shit you have to be as a manager? Because it is there now. You have the pick of the entire fucking country. It's not like you just get the coaching, the board said these are your players and you just have to work with what you get. You get to pick, and every year a new talent comes and they get better and they this and that, and then you get choices. But what do you do, Southgate? Watch Harry Maguire in that defense, bro. Watch fucking Harry Maguire.
Maguire and Rashford are going.
Watch this idiot Kerry Gallagher or Mason Mount. Watch this fucking idiot bring fucking Rashford and some other idiot. And as far as I'm concerned, it don't even matter with England because Kane is going to be on the team. And as spectacular as Kane is, I'm guessing if you guys actually want to win something, it's not possible. That's just what it looks like at this point in time.
You think Kane is a genuine jinx?
Bro, I don't even believe in that shit. But at this point, I have no choice. I have to believe in the Kane curse. I don't believe in any other curse. Huh?
But the Kane curse is real. Now, somebody asked me about it. Now, I get you. But the thing is, how you have all this attacking talent and still mess it up? And he's still going to mess it up because there's no way Rashford should. There's no way Rashford should. How you have Foden, like I said, Foden, Saka, Palmer, Harry Kane, like that's clearly that's your front.
People hear Southgate.
That should be your
to replace Ten Hag and be like, nah, Southgate's worse. Just think about that. How are you worse than Ten Hag?
You are legit. I've not seen one Manchester United fan say, yeah, go get him.
Yeah, give me
There's been
Southgate,
debates on
'cause
everyone
Ten
else,
Hag
but
is
him
so
just no.
bad.
Like no one
Crazy.
said that.
Insane.
It is, but to Gavin C, but yeah, they do play different systems for England than the players do, but you should still take players on form. That's my point, is form matters. Rashford's done nothing to get on the plane, especially when you look at it. It's not like England, if England like had no quality in the area, I'd understand. If it was all Championship and League One players, I'd hear it. But you have quality. You have Anthony Gordon, who's had a good season at Newcastle. You have Palmer, who's been incredible. You have Bellingham, who's had a good season. You have Foden, who's had a good season. Saka, despite the criticism of falling short with Arsenal, has had a good season. Like, what are we like? How are you still? Look at the players I'm naming. And yeah, Gallagher's going and Phillips is going, John, 100%. Those two are going. Those two are going, and Maguire will go and Rashford will go. And it's like, again, based off of form. Should be a form thing. Like Rice being in the side makes sense. Like I get that fully. Like Palmer playing, yes, makes sense. Like a Foden playing, yes, that makes sense. But he's going to take. We know what's going to happen, man. It's Gareth Southgate. But we will be here for the Euro 2024 previews and things of that nature, people. So that's going to be good. Not just England.
Again.
The whole tournament. Like we definitely, me, Lex, Kaneki, we'll do a whole. We'll do multiple shows on it anyway, like during the tournament, people. Like, don't worry about that in regards to not just England, but the entire tournament, the entire thing. But yes, John, Southgate is gonna pick Phillips without doubt. What's this saying? Oh, the source is John Cross from the Mirror. Okay. He goes on to say United forward Rashford is likely to be in the bigger squad, but is at serious risk for the final 26-man group for Germany, as he has not started for his club since April and not scored since March. I'm telling you, he's going, man. Southgate picking him without doubt, picking him, and he starts over Gordon and everybody else. I think about it, Rashford had the worst. Everyone's criticizing Rashford had a worse season than Sterling, and Sterling probably won't go. That's the crazy part. Sterling probably won't go, and Sterling's been better than Rashford, and Sterling's not had a good season by any stretch. I hear you. Foden, Grealish, Gordon can play. I forgot about Grealish. Even Sancho has had good form. They're back in from January up until and especially if they go win the champs. But he won't go. We won't take him. I say he gonna play. I forgot, like I said, about Grealish and Sancho. To Gavin C says that's why country managers is probably hardest job in football. Got to adjust to everybody. It's not about adjusting to everybody. It's about, first and foremost, just taking the best players. You take the best players in the squad. Then that's when you then put a system and formation in together to figure it out. And then the best part is you can pick a system, whatever formation you want to suit the players you have. Guess what? If you have 3 top-class centre-backs, play a back 3. You don't have to leave one of them out. You can play a back 3. Same way if you have 2 top-quality strikers, have a system that has 2 strikers in it, and so forth and so forth. Like, and that's what Southgate has. Like, we everyone knows the areas that England are weak, in particular a centre-back. And in particular, in the midfield area as well. So their whole thing should be to attack, because that's where your strengths lie. England's attacking players are much better than their defensive players. So the whole pragmatic style and pragmatic approach, I don't understand. Now, if you had better defensive players than you did offensive players, I get it. If you was pragmatic, trying to play on the counter, set pieces, etc., etc. But you have all of this attacking talent.
Man's just terrible at his job, fam.
Yes.
Simple.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Big up to Jez as well in the cut. Shout out, Jez. Andy says,
big up, Jez.
I love to Jez every time. He says, Lex, which young player are you looking forward to seeing under Arne Slot? Is there any youth players you're looking at and going, yeah?
Under Arne Slot, you know, now that I think about it, maybe Bečić might be. I think he'd fit his system. The way he plays game fits the system. I think I look forward to seeing Elliot get more game time and actually fit the system better than he fit the last one. It's not really much of a youth player anymore anyways, but yeah, him. I think we have quite a few players, man. Konza obviously will continue his development. Shouldn't be too terrible.
Where's Bajay?
Just have to wait and see, yo.
Has he been injured? Bajay? Has he been injured all season?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got injured a lot towards the end of last season, I think.
Okay.
But it was a really bad one. It was
Big
out
up
for
to
like months.
I've seen. Big up Malcolm.
So
Big up Neville as well. See you in the chat, Neville, man. I hope you're well. Do you take much from this? Because I didn't. But people, Ed's asking, and people have mentioned it about what's up with Darwin Nunez, seeing footage of him not applauding Klopp during the Guard of Honor. But then I seen a video of them, man. I don't know if it was a party or something, and them man was dancing. So, but yeah, do you take much out of that? Him not, I've not seen the actual footage.
No,
of him
bro,
not.
because does Darwin Nunez look like someone that pays attention to anything, fam?
This guy, yo.
He doesn't even pay attention to the goal. He does not pay attention. His attention span is shit. So he probably was just looking at some girl in the crowd or some shit while it was happening. Who knows? Like, we know Darwin Nunez doesn't have it all the way screwed on. So it's like, I don't watch anything that guy does, because he'll throw you for a flipping loop.
Well, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. And that's why even Ryan, I just mentioned that in regards to the Darwin Nunez club thing. Yeah, like it was at a party together, like later on that night. That's why, again, I think people look too much into it. I think they do. What team surprised you the most, Lex, this season in the Premier League?
Surprised me the most. I'd have to say Aston Villa. Maybe I was thinking seeing them in a Europa League spot, the highest, but they have remained very consistent, and they've showed that their team is actually way better built than a lot of other teams, including ours, because they have good players, they have good organization, obviously, and guess what? The manager who wasn't good enough for Arsenal took the league from Arsenal.
Yeah, the irony.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, the irony.
Funny how that works.
It is the irony. On the flip side, team that you expected more from, you disappointed. Not disappointed you, but a team you expected higher on the table, or maybe you expected better performances from, and you was like, wow, they finished
Newcastle
there.
Actually.
Or you expected more because they finished fourth last season?
Yeah, Newcastle, not necessarily the fourth place finish. I did think that they would have had challenges, because they added Champions League to their amount of games for the season, but I could just not predict the fall off with the amount of injuries, with the amount of this and that, you know. I think they had enough signings, but then one of their marquee signing ended up being banned for however long. So it's like that. From there, it was just a downhill. So then, what's his name had to depend on the former players who were there from before he got there. So it's just like, yeah. Just too bad for Newcastle, but I'm pretty sure they'll bounce back, you know?
Yeah. And I think also as well, even though they'll be disappointed, them being in Europe back-to-back seasons is great for them. In the Champions League, then you're in the Conference League, and that's what it is. You want to consistently try and become, for a Newcastle and other sides like that, you want to consistently be in Europe on a regular basis. So whether that's Champions League, Conference League, and then they get Europa League next season, that's where Villa are at as well. I think that's any team you're looking at in that realm. So Villa and Newcastle, Brighton, obviously they was in Europe this season just gone, but didn't make it back into the. But that's what you're looking for. You're consistently trying to be in Europe. Not only does it help attract players as well, it helps from a revenue standpoint too. So yeah, no, I hear that. I fully hear what you're saying with that. I get that, without doubt. I hear that. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Fine, yeah, you lot continue to get your questions in as well, people, in regards to the Premier League season. Let's continue to get your questions in. You lot have already asked some good questions. Continue to run up the likes. We're at 37 likes and it's just under 50 people here. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 50 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. It is rolled to 12K people. And just because the Premier League season is ending, this show will continue during the summer. Don't worry about that. Like I said, during the Euros, obviously transfer news as well, in particular with Manchester United or Liverpool, but even other teams as well when they make major dealings. And seems to be a lot of manager movement. Actually, that being said, Lex, speaking of manager movement, reports coming out that Poch could be leaving Chelsea. Thoughts on that? I'm saying he could be, and
but I could be leaving. Is he the one leaving, or they're firing him?
what was the quote? Someone dropped the quote in the chat, but
mutual
more so,
agreement.
yeah, pretty much a mutual agreement because the reports are stating that if Chelsea do indeed part with Pochettino, they're looking for a younger manager. That's what the report said. How
They're
true they
looking
are,
for
I
a
don't know.
younger manager.
A younger manager. That's what the report said. Yes.
All right, that is very positive because that tells me that they don't know what they're doing. And Chelsea will just stay where they are. So it's very stupid because chopping and changing like this makes no sense. Especially when Pochettino has shown to some extent that he has figured something out, especially with the final few games of the season. They went on a pretty decent win streak, which I have to credit to him because he was getting all the blame.
Cool.
Because everyone just seems to pretend that this squad was built magnificently and it was like the greatest squad ever. And Pochettino was just a shit manager that couldn't do better. Somehow got them to 6th, which pretty much, if anyone is actually thinking about the length of time these players have been together, the age of the players, and where the team currently is, 6th is actually a fitting place for this squad. Now, do they build on that next season? With Poch, I think there's an opportunity. But without him, now you're asking questions. Because now you have to go into a market that isn't very good in the first place. I know you have to make changes, which I don't think it makes sense for you to make, because to some extent, these guys just needed a bit more. And if you add just that bit more, then it should be easy.
Yeah, but I think the what's it called? Because the Premier League is so bad in terms of quality, I think that's where the frustration lies from Chelsea fans with Poch. And again, like you mentioned Liverpool and points you dropped, and we mentioned Arsenal in the title race. It's kind of like them with top 4. I think they finished 5 points.
Yeah, but
6 points
what are you?
Top 4?
Yes, but how do we facilitate for Caicedo only catching a decent run of form towards the end of the season? How do we compensate for a lot of these players who have never played in the Prem before? It's like the thing about people is like they're so fickle, and a lot of them so stupid because it just takes a little time to think about it, because people always use certain buzzwords. See me? People always use certain buzzwords. So they use Prem proven, right? They use young players. They use all of these words. So when a player is shit, they say, oh, it's because he's young. But that's all Chelsea have. So what's the chance of 90% or 80% of them being shit?
Yeah, I think it's more so like you said, yeah, because it's him stumbling across what he stumbled across so late on.
And on their inability to actually look at the team and say, okay, they say it's Cole Palmer or bust, but that has been every Poch team, the star player or bust, or these star players or bust. Because what does Poch do? Is just coach. He just coach to get the best out of the best players, and those guys just automatically shine. No, do I think Poch has no blame? No. I just think the blame is shared right across the board. I think he has done enough to warrant another season. Because if they think finishing 4th was the best thing for them, or that they could have achieved that, your team isn't better than any of the top 4. I don't give a shit. You don't have better strikers than the top 4. You don't have better midfielders than the top 4. You don't have a better defense than the top 4. None of you have better keepers. Well, you probably have a better keeper than Arsenal's keeper, but hey.
This guy,
so, because they don't have a better keeper than Emi Martinez, they don't have a better keeper than Ederson, and they definitely 1000% do not have a better keeper than Alisson. You get me? They don't have a better defense. You get me? The midfield,
that comes from the setup, though. That's where Poch is like that. I think that the issue with the structures, so the goalkeepers, I hear you, defense in particular as well. I say this all the time. I think if you give Emery that team, he finishes 4th this season. Because I don't think Poch finishes 4th with that Villa team. That's where I give him credit. That's the difference. I don't think he does.
But
And
I
that's the
think
level of
Emery's a
management.
better coach.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, but at
I
the
agree with
same,
you. And I think that's where the issue. No, that's where the issue lies in terms of getting a better coach.
but believe it or not, Flawless, it's very hard to come across a Unai Emery.
Yeah,
believe
it's very
it or
tough.
not,
It's
not
very tough.
easy.
It is. Hey, I
This
say this all the
motherfucker
time.
has what, like 4 or 5 Europa Leagues?
Yeah. I say
winning
this all
3
the
in
time.
a row.
Finding a very good manager is extremely tough. But guess what? You are paid handsomely well to do it. Go do your job. It's like the market now.
All right,
It's like
Chelsea,
now,
go right ahead.
It's like not just Chelsea, but now the market's bad in terms of managers, in terms of obvious names. Everybody's being found out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's being found out for incompetency. When I see the name, like, it goes back to the company Bayern Munich links and other things, and managers United have been linked with, the managers Chelsea have been linked with, and I go, yeah, some of it's rumors, but it's like that shouldn't even be a rumor. How are people even conceiving that as a potential idea? It's because I believe these clubs are very lazy, and I think it stems from players as well. Like this whole sky, like when people say, "Oh, the market's bad," the obvious market is bad. Yes, there isn't 4 or 5 strikers we can all point to and go, he is a gunman, go and get him, and he's going to give you 20 goals, 25 plus goals, be great for the team and all that. Are those players out there? Yes, but it's just very tough to find because they're not obvious names. Same way with midfield, same way with defense. I just think that clubs are just extremely extreme. It's either laziness, incompetence, or both. But either way, you're not equipped for the job. Yeah, go on.
It's everything, because please remember, I brought up Sorloth to everybody before Sorloth even had a name.
True.
Now he scored 4 goals against Real Madrid and everybody's talking about him now. I'm just saying. Yeah? It's incompetency and laziness at its peak.
So you think it's a mix of the two then? Nah, first.
It's completely everything.
Yeah.
How can I, that's not getting paid to scout anybody, bring up Sorloth and Gyökeres when no one's ever heard of them? And now this season, and 20 plus goals later, everyone is talking about them.
Yeah. Right.
About the Arsenal.
Shout expressions. I heard him say that when he rang troops. That's hilarious. That is. Hey, Kaneki
They sing that song every week, bro, on Band Sports Ooze. Every fucking week.
Shout out Rents as well, every single time. It just made me laugh, like the actual clip that someone put together as well when he rang him. Kaneki, you there, fam?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
Yeah.
Royal cooking,
Arsenal, man. Floor is yours, man. Did they bottle it or are they not good enough? Thoughts?
No, it's both. They're just like their supporter. They're not good enough, man. They've had enough, yeah? They've had enough. Bottle, of course, is bottle. They've been at the top of the league more than Manchester City this season, again. And they failed to win the league again. Choking again. Fumbling again. Failing to do anything again. What? What do you think? What you think it's not bottling? How is it not bottling? The fact that they know.
I think the stars are aligning, blood.
Listen, I tell them, say whatever stars them I look for got took up by some black hole. You hear me? Me don't know what stars these man were looking at.
Man say, we're gonna win the league, blood. Yeah,
listen,
we're gonna win the league.
What hurt my soul the most is that, fam, I've seen Troops has gone through this for 2 decades, and him still, I say with chest,
always get catch.
Always. I wonder if him not tired.
Kai blood clot Havertz, like, come on, bro. How the hell we go from Obama blood clot Yang to Kai blood clot Havertz? Come on, man. Jesus
hope and belief.
Christ.
That's what it is, Lex, man. It's hope and belief in these guys.
No. Flawless.
I love Flawless to beat him, dog.
Flawless.
Wait.
No.
How you blaming me?
No. You know Flawless style. So
because you sold the Kool-Aid.
You guys gonna win the league? And Troops might that as a boy.
Yeah.
No Troops. You think you guys gonna win the league? I'm asking. And Troops probably try to go on it 500 times and every week. Until Troops just get fed up one day and say, yo, gonna win the league, you know.
Yeah.
Flawless
is a pro gaslighter, you know. Flawless is a pro gaslighter, you have to understand, you know.
Yo,
You
Kaneki.
see, these man, fam,
Man,
no,
I do this every
flawless,
time. You do this every time.
flawless.
What have I done?
These
I do
guys,
nothing.
I've never seen more successful losers than Arsenal in my life, fam. These men have losing down to a PhD. These men have failure. Being born as an Arsenal fan is a failure, fam. That's just off rip. Yeah. Do you remember what Kendrick Distrack said? Yeah. About what parents do and kids have to suffer for their parents' mistake. That's what it is with Arsenal, fam. That's what these guys do. Yeah, it's no longer meet the Graham. It's not meet the Grahams. It's meet the Gunners now, fam. It's depressing out here. Yeah, you lied to your fans, fam. You lied about winning trophies. You lied about competing. Yeah, you lied about your players and how good they are. It's nothing but lies. This club lies. Everything that comes out of an Arsenal fan's mouth is a lie, fam. All these men do is lie.
Yeah.
Saka is a star boy. Since when? Yeah, trying to compare him with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was out here putting Ashley Cole on his face. And you have Saka out here limping against Diego Dalot. Yeah?
The way you mention that every week cracks me up.
Yeah, no, because
he was as well, yo. He was as well. He was limping against Dalot.
Give me a break,
the fact that no, I'm not going to give them a break because Diego Dalot is the biggest suspected defender we have.
Oh my God.
You need to understand that, fam. You lied about everything. You lied. Yeah? Hate these guys. Hold on.
That's all good, fam. No stress. And just to clarify to people in the chat, so like when you hear troops be like talking about Arsenal winning the league and stuff, normally we'll be talking about United and I'll be talking about how bad Manchester United are. And we are terrible, without doubt. You lot have heard me mention it many a time. But then what I'll say is, yeah, and we winning the same as you lot. And then he'll go, no, we're not. Well, you winning. And this is when they was in the champs and the Premier League. You know, you're not winning. Troops is a very knowledgeable individual. He's very knowledgeable about the sport.
And the man them so desperate. Arsenal fans a kiss Tottenham badge. Arsenal fans a kiss Tottenham badge. I said, Tottenham, please help us, Tottenham. We want to win the league. Just so we can look on them and call them shit. Like, walk on. Them mugga help on a shit on them.
And they tried.
Doesn't make no sense.
Spurs tried. They're just not very good. Spurs tried in that game, though. Like, they gave City a game. It wasn't easy for City. They're just not very good. I said Spurs gave City a game.
Yo, listen. Son don't miss one-on-ones. I don't
give a shit. You think Son missed on purpose?
Son does not miss one-on-ones. I've never seen Son miss a one-on-one, ever. Give me a fucking break.
You think so? You say
I've seen him lob keepers. I've seen him put it left side of keepers. I've seen him put it right side of keepers. This man kicked it straight to the keeper.
He did, but he didn't miss on purpose. I know you love a good conspiracy theory, but he missed on purpose.
Flawless. Listen. If Son had scored that flipping goal, he'd have to get sub off. Everyone at the flipping and Ange is like, oh, he's disappointed. Ange. Maybe you should have done your research before you went and you accepted that coaching job, yeah? Maybe you should have done your research because this is who Tottenham are. This is who the rivalry is. Because don't forget, Arsenal fans, had the tables been reversed, they would have been doing the same shit.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the craziest part about it. Is my only issue is don't go to the ground. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, don't kiss Tottenham badge. Like, what you man doing, fam?
Like, yes, well, I support them. Yes, like for that game solely, but you don't have to kiss the badge and don't go to the ground to boo your own team. Other than that, I get it. Other than that, but you mentioned it earlier, just like a second ago, it's desperation. That's what it is. And because they was playing well and beating teams and they're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, at that point, probably top of the league. If anyone in the chat knows, how much time did Arsenal spend on top of the Premier League season just gone? I know it wasn't 94%.
I think we spent the most time, actually.
I still want their percentage, just so I can total it up over the 2 seasons. So if anyone in the chat knows, let me know, please. But yeah, that's what it is. And the desperation, when you're a desperate person, you know what I'm saying, in football, and you will say desperate things. Like when people saying, yeah, you're doing something crazy, it's like you're not.
What's funny about Arsenal is they view all of this as progress. So let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, it is. And to Andy, you asked this, and when Kaneki's back, he says, Flawless and Kaneki, would you support Liverpool if it meant they would help you win the league? Absolutely, yes.
No. No,
Absolutely.
Why would you do that?
no.
To what? Win the league.
Cannot flawless.
Oh.
The onus, all right, winning the league always has to depend on the team you support. You get me?
Yeah, I hear that.
Can never be in an opposite. Once it gets to the point of you depending on someone else, your team is shit.
Yeah, but we fucked up
You're
that
not
season.
good enough.
The season I'm talking about, even though I was mad young, we messed up. When Blackburn
Yeah, that was
Rovers, we messed
okay,
up.
that one.
We failed to beat. But did I want Liverpool to beat Blackburn Rovers? Absolutely, I did. Yes, I was a kid. Yes, man was checking teletext. But yes, you know what I'm saying? Like 110%.
Never born intended.
It
Never
is
born
like,
intended.
yeah,
You mean,
man,
when that?
like 95, 96.
Yeah, man. You know
Never
born
born.
it.
You never. Yeah, how much can I keep?
26.
Oh, raw. See?
There you go. Yeah, so like that's what it is. So yes, like I'm fully about the best interest of Manchester United. So if the best interest of Manchester United align with Liverpool winning, or align with Arsenal winning, or align with Manchester City winning, or align with align with Leeds winning, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying Leeds played. I say this all the time. One of the early 2000s, Leeds played Arsenal. That them beating Arsenal helped them stay up. Did I want Leeds to win that game? Yes. Because it meant Manchester United won the league. Salute to Leeds.
Yeah.
They helped us
Yeah,
win
but
the league.
yeah, but
And
flawless. You have to
unfortunately, they stayed
understand.
up. The youth, yeah, go on.
You have to understand. Everyone that's our rivals are league challengers. Arsenal rivals are Spurs. Spurs would jump into a bath of acid before letting Arsenal win anything on their watch. Let's be
I
real.
respect that. I respect that type of petty. That's what you should be with the ops. Should be forever be the ops. So that's why when people are like, "Oh, Spurs fans want their team to lose," it's like,
but let me explain this now. When Liverpool were 30 years without a title, if Liverpool needed us to win for them to win the league, I'm not winning the league. I'm going to continue the streak of you guys not winning the league. You need to understand this.
Agree
It's
with that.
hatred, fam.
Facts. I agree with that. That's why I was with the Spurs lot. I fully understood why Spurs fans wanted their team to lose. Fully get it. Nothing wrong with that. The only issue I have with if you felt that way, which is understandable, don't go to the ground is my own point. That's all I would say. You don't need to go to the ground with that energy.
Who, Spurs?
Yeah, Spurs fans. Like, why go to the stadium at that point? I know Spurs fans gave their tickets.
The players need to know. Because them here answer talk about we want to win the game, and the fans are like, no, we don't.
You know what also would have though made that apparent to the players? The homestand empty. The homestand was completely empty. The stand, they know. The support, the players would know anyway, but that would have clarified it. If they would have shown up, that game kicks off, and there's no Spurs fans in the home end, and it's just City fans in the way, and the fans.
These man not gonna leave the day out, the flipping day out. Them gonna have all the fun when them team lose, and then gonna go to the bar and get shit faced.
Yeah, like doing the Poznan with the City players, the City fans, the celebration, cheering, scoring and all that. Yeah, like
I'm sing every City chant.
I ain't doing all of
everything.
That.
I don't give a shit.
That's too much. I'm not going to the ground.
If I live at Liverpool and we so like for instance, the next year you man challenging, right?
Yeah.
And for some reason we have a drop off of some sorts or whatever. And in order to win the league, we have to beat City.
Yeah.
No.
Of course you want.
I'm wearing a City shirt for the fun. For the game. I'm wearing a City Liverpool versus City. I'm wearing a City shirt on any watch along, and I don't give a shit. Why? Because Manchester United cannot win this fucking league. I do not care.
That I get from your perspective. The only difference I would do if Rose were reverse is wearing the shirt, but I'd fully be involved, without doubt. I'm all for that. Without misery loves company. Trust me. I get that. No. I hear you. Yeah, it was very strange kind of FC. It was a very weird atmosphere there. But like I said, they could have voted with their feet, 100%. Dandy says, was Arsenal signing City leftovers the right idea because City or Liverpool wouldn't? No, that's why I didn't get the whole.
That's why we criticize them all the time.
Yeah. The whole.
That's why we always criticize Arsenal because they make dumb decisions and and their fans act like they're the greatest thing on earth. Like when we were acting like we were the greatest thing on earth, it was because we saw what our players became, and we were like, shit, these guys are good. So then we were like, okay, but you, man, clearly just aren't good enough. Yes, you can challenge. Yes, you can this. Yes, you can that. But if the league was up to the standard that it has been for the past decade, you, man, wouldn't even be fourth. You, man, would be scraping third and them thing there. You get me? We're only did there when we get 99, 98 points and still lose the fucking league.
That's mad. Yeah, that is mad.
You get... Like we're balled the fuck out. We're not losing games, bro. We lose one game all season and lost the fucking league. But you, man, just want turn up with your little 80 something points and just win the league. Why?
The power of friendship, man.
And then you Arsenal fans now realize how shit your club actually is, because you've actually gone beyond, right, the points tally and the win tally of your invincible season. So now you guys are looking at this as a wonderful achievement. No, it is not. We have way past those standards years ago. So now that you guys realize where the standards actually are, maybe go get a striker now. Maybe go get a proper arm, left back, right back, and
then can go sign here, Nacho. Another city reject, you know.
Yeah, or you can just go to that.
That'd be fine, man. Collect your blood clot here, Nacho. There we go.
I mean, I hear De Bruyne might leave. Go sign De Bruyne. Fucking shit.
But yeah, back to the point. And it's like they've been signed. What was crazy is when they were signed last season, it was they're signed for the experience. But then we watched Zinchenko do what he did at Anfield, and then they blame Zinchenko, which rightfully so, for crying at Anfield and that being a part of the reason why they didn't win the league. It's like, if they're not good enough for Manchester City as squad players, because Zinchenko and Jesus weren't mainstays. They were squad players. So why are you taking players who thou City deem not good enough as squad players and putting them into your first team?
I'm pretending like they're greater than everyone else. Like, what are we doing here?
Jesus is a squad player. I actually think he has a role to play at Arsenal as a squad player, but you have to go and get first teamers, and that is not Gabriel Jesus. That is definitely not Kai Havertz. Let's just clarify that. It's definitely not Kai Havertz. You need to go and get again. Yeah, man, they might buy Sterling from Chelsea. Hey, if you want to buy some players, United, we got a load. You know what I'm saying? Take your pick, man. DFS sale. Everybody must go. That's what that is. If they really looking to sign.
Yo, I give you one Arsenal. Go buy Greenwood.
They might do. Nah, they wouldn't do that just because of the PR thing.
They would never do that. Flipping Arsenal PR princesses. Hell no. They'd never do that.
And that's it. Flawless, it depends who you talk to about Havertz. Yeah, some are different, but it's the whole thing, Jez, in regards to Havertz, because it was no one expected him to do anything. So because he's been average, it's now been blown out of proportion. Has he done decent for Arsenal? Yes. Has he done better than I expected for Arsenal? Also, yes. But again, you will fall short because he's not good enough for where Arsenal are trying to go.
Just not. And just not. It. In that Aston Villa game, had you have a proper striker, right? And some players who don't ghost whenever they meet a good set of players, then you'd be fine. Yep. You get me? Praise Odegaard and these man till the cows come home, fam. Every time I see them face a competent team, these man just crumble. They just disappear, not in the game. You can't find them. They don't want the ball. They don't show for the ball. All sort of bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then what happens at the end of the season? You man cry, oh, well, at least we did our best. Yes, and that is the problem. Because your best wasn't good enough. And why? It's because you never signed good enough. That is why your best isn't good enough. But hey, who am I to judge?
Because what it is good enough is not good enough, people. And people really seem to have lost that thought. There's no, when we talk about City, or if we talk about great Arsenal side, you don't describe them key players as good. No key player for anyone in the chat. You don't, any of your quality players who are starters for your Premier League winning sides, you don't call any of them good. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to make a gourmet meal.
Yeah, if Lex starts talking about Liverpool, he's never going to call Liverpool players who help win them Prem and Champs like the mainstays good. I've never heard Lex call Mane just good. I never heard him say Van Dijk is good. Trent is good.
Sadio Mane is the best player in the world.
Best player in the world. Shout out to James Redmond on that one. Like Alisson, good. Like you never know. It's great. They're top class. They're world class. They're elite, and that's what you need to go and sign. If you are
at least a couple of them.
Yeah,
don't just call these man world class because they have a few good games. They're not.
No, it's beautiful.
And with the quality of the league at this point, you have to drop some 90 points, brother.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance.
And that's the craziest part. They should have. When you look at the points they dropped, 110% they should have. Without doubt. They messed up. It's crazy. This is when you look at it, I'm just like, damn. Like, you lot really had two fantastic opportunities in 2 seasons in a row to win the Premier League title, and you didn't. So this is
are the best opportunities I've seen in a very long time.
No.
It's hilarious when you think about it because Liverpool never had this luxury of facing two washed City team. I don't care about the last season City team was a trouble. The Liverpool side that went at 97 points plays against that Manchester City team. Liverpool wins the league.
Long time.
Mm-hmm.
We're celebrating
Arsenal,
2 weeks ago.
But it doesn't surprise me. Arsenal playing against the weaker version of teams and still fucking losing. It's the history of the Arsenal. Think about it. Your greatest team ever lost to Bayern's worst team in 15 years. I want anyone to explain to me how Saka got pocketed by Guerrero and Eric Dyer. Yeah, and you want to compare that guy to Cristiano Ronaldo. Disgrace. Tell you already, Brexit had a freaking. That man is the Brexit Eric Lamela.
Old would have packed.
Fam, that man is the foo-foo Eric Lamela. That's what he means. Worthless. That's what he means.
That is crazy.
Trash.
That is crazy.
Trash. Take away in pace. What can he do? Can he dribble? No. Does he have a good left foot? No. That man is a wannabe Bale. That man is the freaking move Bale. Bale a freaking wish. That's what that man is. Wash. Trash. No good. Star boy. Yeah.
Crazy.
We have Cristiano Ronaldo on that. We have Ronaldo and that man I take it to Champions League finals. Yeah. And then you have phone star boy out there so choke against Eric goddamn Dyer.
Yeah, they really did show it.
No, I know even just that, it's not like the first. We've seen it before. Them went out to Sporting in the Europa League, right? The year before. And the 2 years before, them did come 8 in the league, 8 and 5.
Yeah, and get pumped up by Olympiacos.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it was 8 second.
Spend 100 million on a midfield and that nigga can't do shit. Me spend 90 million on a midfield and win a European title. We spend $100 million on a bag of rice. We have the best backline. We have the best backline in the league. My best backline in the league won me a Champions League and a Premier League. Liverpool's best backline won them a Champions League and a Premier League. Your best backline won the heart of the fans. So it means more, I guess.
It means more.
Absolute freaking disgrace.
I might.
Come out here so with freaking Benny Blanco at left back, at right back.
The best line.
Out here so with freaking Benny Blanco. I go to Dubai and I get taxed, so I try to use the IC 2.5, thinking that would make him good. You're trash.
Damn.
Freaking Seaside Maguire. Wanna be looking right back. You're not Pep, fam. Yeah, trying to use fam, cut it. Make Pep Guardiola do Pep Guardiola things. Pep is playing Guardiola as a fake left winger. You don't try that with Benny Blanco, fam. The freaking who them left back again? Who them left back? The Kishimoto. Yeah, the Kishimoto Kolarov. That's what he means, man. The Naruto, the Naruto Alex Moreno, fam, trash as well, trash. Coming out here, yeah, man. Tomiyasu, he can play right back, he can play left back. Man's a shit centre back. That man don't know where to play. Worthless, coming like a damn squad. All your squad is a bunch of idiot and reject. Listen, all me wait on just trust me, all Saliba just need is one more decent season, and straight to Madrid that man gone
Yeah, he's got me. I could see him at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You legit can see that if he has another good season.
And that depends on how good Thiago Motta do at Juventus. Because if Juventus manage to come back, Saliba is going to Juventus. Yeah. And Arsenal can't bad up nobody. You can't bad up nobody for no goddamn price. Juventus is a bigger club than you. Everybody is a bigger club than you. Yeah. That's what humans are. Humans are trash. Trying to think you can bully anybody.
Talk weird for 19 blood. And United with them 20. When you look at
out here, I think
titles, is yours gold?
Out here can tell me
gold? Fuck you.
Out here shall come to me. Oh, you as a Man United fan, you're a disgrace. Manchester City just do the 4-peat. Fam, City are closer to you in league titles than they are me, big man. Yeah, shut up. All right, shut up.
City have about 15 more years to catch in the blood.
Yeah. Let's hope Pep ain't gonna be here 15 years, man. Yeah, man. Hopefully Pep ain't 15 years.
Chat too much. Pep now got there 15 years. I'm telling you this one now. In 5 years, you know niggas not winning one Premier League same way. And if you remember, it's what 53 Premier League there now. City are going 3 Premier League in 5 years. Uno not winning shit. Uno might get Uno might get the we're all in this together dinner plate. Uno love cheer on the community shield. That's probably the only thing Uno will lift. Me tell you already said the only thing you guys will do is lift your hands in worship this season. That's all you will be lifting.
If Arsenal don't win league or cup next year, would it be a good idea to sack him knowing Pep leaving next year?
No,
who tell him that Pep left next year?
No, but even if
he's saying because he said
just go and get somebody better than Arteta anyways.
All I would say is to that is don't let other clubs shouldn't dictate to you what you're doing. You shouldn't. Arsenal should not be looking at City and go, well, when Pep leaves, we should keep him. No, you should concentrate on what's best for Arsenal. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I am glad all of them. Fam, I want to know what Uno actually are freaking thinking. Who the hell tell Uno say Pep is leaving? Uno really are going to believe tapping merchant? The man said knowing Pep is leaving next year. Pep not leaving. Pep not leaving. Pep is not leaving.
Well, let's say
even
if he hypothetically is, it's a bad way to do business in my opinion. You shouldn't be looking at City like that. How about attacking Pep? How about toppling Pep? That should be the aim.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So if Pep left next year and City get Xabi Alonso, then what? Then what? What, you think Arteta better than Xabi Alonso? Is that what you're going to tell me? If the man if say him leave and Pep Guardiola go side, what I better than him? Oh my God, I just had the manager in my mind. No, Hansi Flick. What if they go over Hansi Flick? Then what? Then what?
They don't even put that.
Then what?
No, but that is exactly what they're going to be. They're just let lose Pep and just.
I'm fully aware, Lex.
But you know, sign Arnie Slot.
But you know what it is. You know what it is, Lex. Ignorance is bliss. I don't want to think about it. No.
Yo, ignorance is bliss. What do Arsenal? A big good dinner, dog. I swear to fuck.
What does Arsenal fan think City are going to do? What you think they're going to sign Lampard as their manager? Do you think that's what's going to happen? They're going to sign company.
You think they're going to give him second in charge, the head coaching job? No. Not everyone is Arsenal there. Not everyone is.
What you people need to understand is this. So it's not ignorance. It's not ignorance. It's just Arsenal fan being Arsenal fan. These guys, fam, how brain dead are you guys? Like, let's be real. You guys said that when Ferguson leaves, we're gonna have a chance. How much league title gonna win since Ferguson left? All I want to say is, when Mourinho leave, Arsenal will get the chance. Mourinho left roll what? How much club Mourinho left? And still no win shit.
And you know what funny? These man just dash with the cups, like this. And they are fist bump crowd like any club.
Arsenal fans are werewolves. They're allergic to silverware.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
You need to understand. Arsenal fans are werewolves. These guys only come out when it's dark and they're allergic to silverware. That's what these men are. Werewolves. All right?
Yeah,
trash.
You can keep on a star boy, brother.
Freaking Munich Mitrovic up top. Oh, What do you think about Kai Bumbleclad Havertz? From the moment troops say Bumbleclad Havertz, me say, yeah, man, Arsenal fucking done for the moment me hear him.
Blood clot Havertz, and he said
The
it again. I
moment
was like,
in
no,
the ear, the moment he say it.
I
From
said,
the
you
moment
added
me
a
him say
blood clot.
Kai,
He said, yeah, man, he said he added a blood clot. He said he's
me
earned it.
say,
I was like, I
the
bet.
last time this man said, and I quote,
Yo, the man can
Obama
drop them
blood clot
standards,
young. No, you need to understand it. From me see this man say
even
Obama
lead the man
blood
them
clot
to
young, and this man go up on a 5-month goal drought. Me say, for you, man, continue with the troops. Continue with it.
Wait, who went on a 5-month
clot, yeah.
he went on a 5-month goal drought.
Was it 5 months or was it 3 months? Aubameyang couldn't score a goal to save him life after him signed the thing, man. Remember after him signed the thing?
Struggling.
But Obama blood Obama who? Obama where? Obama blood clot useless, dog. Yeah, him and lack of threat. Him and lack of threat up top, man. Hey, but Arsenal fans only can do themselves a favor right now. Maybe only can go to Liverpool and sign Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's won trophies. Maybe him can help you.
Him gone, man. Him must be Besiktas or one of them side there.
Well, they need to go sign him. They need to go sign him because I want to know there's no other poor soul. These mans are going to get worse, innit? Don't listen to these man. We're going to get better.
You know who they need? You know who perfect for them? Mason Mount.
From them cannot sign Yahweh. Oh, I think you're gonna tell me Yahweh because then just lose Mohammed.
What do you think? Let me ask you, man. Both of you, man. Do you think they challenge next season, or you think I said them?
No, they don't. No, they do not.
Don't matter to me. They're not going shit.
No, we know they ain't gonna win. That's why I said challenge, Lex. They ain't winning. We know that. That's why I said challenge. I said challenge. Even with a good win.
Focus on my side. Me wait till this time next year.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
them praise Arteta.
Yeah. Like,
no.
Even with a good window.
No.
Even with a good window. I think they challenge them with a good
listen,
window.
at some point these players are gonna just realize that so them not for believe in Arteta. How long you think these players are gonna sit down and listen to this fucking coach?
I think he got one more season. I think he's got one more season.
One more season. You think they're gonna listen to him for one more season?
I think one more. Yeah. One more.
Right.
And then one more heartbreaking Champions League exit and one more heartbreaking like Premier League loss. And then I think that's it. Like they gotta go again. Because them players were devastated.
Yes, guys. What? Am I gonna plant more trees? Hey, what the name of the dog that I'm gonna get this time? And nothing. The dog I can name nothing. So they're gonna win nothing.
This guy, yo, that's mean.
Run the win nothing, fam. My days.
My Arsenal hold that, but we'll be back here again. I think they'll challenge again. Their fans will get overexcited, they're super gassed, and then they'll fall short again. They'll fall short in the champs.
Yeah, man. They're gonna cut there talk about how him conquer his wife and this and that. Let me tell you, that's why I get rid of Saka because Saka in our dressing room and undermine him. I tell the man him say, yo, no, listen to the brother here, idiot. Fam.
Yo,
that's why they get rid of him and say the fucker got invincible. The man left him got invincible.
Yes,
Saka told them the truth.
You tell me, Arsenal fans, what's it right to get rid of Saka? And I don't give a shit because when you man had him, you played good football. And
he's not even. He's not even that. Xhaka probably look on the man and say, "We really gonna listen to that Everton legend." Yeah?
Everton legend.
That's all it is in the fam. Troops funny video. Hey, tell troops to take the turn back in comments. Yeah, on the watch along. Come on,
wait, what happened? What his comments was on during the watch along, did he turn them off during?
No, him turn it off. When he finished. During the watch along, it was live chat. It was live chat. When the stream finished, the comments then turn off. Yeah,
I get it, man. You know the pressure. I get why he did that.
No, you wanna know why? Because him can talk about Man United, how we in a Europe and you're gonna find Europe. I mean, wanna know what are you going to Europe for? I'm more sightseeing. You're going to sight Arsenal getting knocked out. Listen, don't worry, man. As I said before, the chair, losers lounge, when the chair is right here. Stop trying to leave the losers lounge. You man belong here. But you go for a European tour. European tour to where, fam?
Before the season starts and after the Euros, don't worry, man. Bring him on the show. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be. But I know I know Kaneki, I got to set aside 5 hours. So that's why the show hasn't happened yet. But yes, I will
5
make
hours
that
is an
happen.
understatement. 5 hours is an understatement. Because me want to know why you are going to do in Europe. You can talk, oh yeah, we're going to be on a European tour. Humans aren't in Europe. How are you going to do in Europe, big man? What are you going to do? Sightseeing.
A Europe for them
Go
trophy
run a
in the
15 and
top
get
four.
knocked out again.
Them and Tottenham they're on the same level. Me telling you,
Hmm?
me telling say flipping Arsenal just a flipping Tottenham with FA Cup trophies. That's all.
Right. I agree with
Yeah,
that. But
that's
yeah,
all they are.
That's all.
That's all they are. The freaking the Spurs with FA
No go
Cups.
and not chat shit to Spurs all I no want. Levels.
Absolute disgrace. Me tell you already, so me can't take this. Me cannot take them fan base serious. No one takes you guys serious. You take yourself serious. That's why we all mock you guys. Yeah.
Mm.
Only person that take Arsenal serious is Arsenal, and that's why I find it so funny. Yeah, coming out here, especially much as not even them. What is the City fans? They just want a 4-peat and no one's talking about it. These ones are like, oh, everyone was eyeing Arsenal and not Manchester City. I'm like, fam, no one gives a fuck when you win. You man won. Oh, okay. And we just continue our conversation laughing at Arsenal. Think about it. It's more of us laughing at Arsenal than us caring that you guys won. No one give a shit. Give a shit. Arsenal have the best kit every year. Yeah, because that's all you man do. If releasing kits won you the Premier League, you man would be defending champions. That's all you guys know how to do. Freaking release merch.
And you know the crazy part is that I can see all this happening again next season. That's the funniest part. I see the same thing happening again.
Next season we can say them finish freaking what? 4th.
And then what? Like that'd be beautiful. Or if they drop off, that'd be even funnier. If they drop off,
you really think they're not gonna drop off like that?
Nah, I don't.
You really think they're not gonna drop off like that?
Who's gonna finish? Apart Bar City, maybe Liverpool. And again, Windows and who's managers of who. I don't see any teams toppling them.
One. I can see. I don't care what anybody wants to tell me.
Go on. I want to hear
Chelsea's team should not be finishing outside of the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't.
But then it depends.
So
on
that's
the
one
team.
team.
It depends on the manager. That's what I would say.
Pochettino used to finish 3rd with freaking Moussa Sissoko and Eric Lamela. There is no way this fucker I got have Raheem Sterling, Madueke, and Caicedo.
Kaneki, he might not be in charge though. That's the key to saying he might not be in charge.
No. That's better because with a better manager with that Chelsea team, they're going to be up there.
They will invest.
And as I tell you before, and if these men are trying to come back into this season with freaking she said no in their midfield, I have bad news for you people.
Please call him number 5, but carry on. This guy's crazy.
Okay, I'll call it Mamba number 5. Let's just call it Mamba number 5.
There you go. No, we're talking about Arsenal number 5.
Arsenal number 5, dog.
It'll click. You know what we're talking about.
Left back?
No. The brother was standing up beside the bag of rice.
Ghanaian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand them. I can't understand them. They're not going to get any better. They're not.
Hey, Black Lance, where did you hear that? He's saying we want Varan and Grealish. Sauce.
Who want Varan and Grealish?
That's what he said. Varan and Grealish. He said we, and he's a Chelsea fan. This is what he said, so I'm asking. They'd actually be 2 very good signings for you. I just don't see it happening. But Varan and Grealish makes a lot of sense.
Varan will be on a free. Varan will be on a free. Varan is going to be on a free. And trust me, I would love Chelsea to. I would love Chelsea to get it. You want to know why? No, you want to know why? Let me tell you why. Because Scott McTominay can play centre back, and they believe in Scott McTominay.
Before you carry on as well, Kaneki, before you carry on, just one thing. Big up Big Six Bands for the raid as well. Big up everyone who's just joined over from the raid from Big Six Bands. Shout out to Months. Shout out to the whole gang, BSB
big up,
over
Mons,
there.
Liverpool
Yeah,
fan.
man.
Big up everybody, man.
The whole BSB gang over there, man. But run up the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are closing out shortly. Keep your questions on the Premier League season, people as well. Go on, carry on, Kaneki.
All right. So, Ineos already the on strike. Ineos done the on strike one for me already because of the Varan deal. Just because of the Varan deal alone, then the on strike one. The fact that Bruno go come out and chat that type of freaking shit. Bruno go come and question humans about ambition. What ambition Bruno have? The only silverware you've won in your life, dog, is the Portuguese FA Cup and the Portuguese Carabao Cup. You've never won shit in your life, fam. You've been shit everywhere you go. And you're going to come out and go to Ineos and question them ambition? So here what? If Bruno not get sell, that's a strike too now. Because a man with no ambition I question you about your ambition. I disrespect.
Yeah, because
I disrespect that.
today saying as well, actually, Kaneki, how true this is, I don't know. Again, this is all rumors. In regards to Bruno saying that I think I'm paraphrasing, someone in the chat let me know, but something about him wanting a new deal, but United don't want to match.
No, Ineos don't want to get. Radcliffe doesn't like him. Radcliffe does not like him.
Hey, if we keep the same energy that we did with Varan, even though I don't think we should get rid of him, keep that energy for all the top earners. All of them. Everybody that needs to be it for everyone. Rashford, Bruno.
Yeah, flawless. But what the model naga have
them? Fam,
that's what they're saying. That's
what
we're going to build a team around Garnacho and Hojlund.
Nah, because they'll sign players.
Listen to how this is going to go right now.
You're not get rid of them.
No.
So that means if you're going to get rid of all of the players surrounding them, you have to replace those players and then replace them.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Like, for instance, say we've been linked to Tony. If Tony signs, so just use Tony as an example, or whatever striker we sign, he's first choice. Hojlund holding bench. Hojlund holding. If we sign a left wing, let's say we get rid of Rashford for argument's sake, we're signing a left winger like of significant stature. Garnacho go hold bench. So I don't worry about that.
Alright, get back Sancho, fam.
I think Sancho wants to stay in Dortmund. That's what reports came out, and which I understand.
I think should stay in Dortmund.
Yeah, and if I'm advising him, I'm telling him stay in Dortmund. As much as I'm a fan of
Sancho. It's not only Dortmund. Thiago Mata is a fan of him at Juve, and what them name Barcelona are inquire about him as well.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So in regards to that, that's the starting point. But if Ineos get rid of these, man, even before about any replacements, I'm like, hey, you surprised me because I didn't expect this. I did not expect to hear reports of Bruno leaving. That's the last thing I expected to hear. Even rumor.
And the biggest joke about this is that the Sun, let me tell you anybody in chat about the Sun. If I got shot 15 times and somebody from the Sun told me I was going to die, I'm living.
Yeah, for the Sun.
All right. The Sun was coming out about Bayern Munich wanting Bruno, and I'm like, so Bruno got bench? Mazuari.
Hey, that being said,
Musiala.
You know why I can believe that? Because they signed Eric Dyer. Tuchel would sign him. I could believe it. You signed
Tuchel ain't there no more though.
Yeah, but
Tuchel ain't there no more though.
He's not no more, but yeah.
In fact, they never tell Tuchel no.
No, somebody sanctioned that shit. Somebody sanctioned.
Hey, him still like a dead next year, innit?
Yeah, that's why Tuchel and the guy that's what was the guy that's name again?
Who?
Gerald Skirter. Him and Tuchel left. Skirter is who sanctioned the Dyer deal. So the people that signed Dyer got fired.
That's
the guy that signed Dyer got fired.
Yeah, someone needs to lose their job. You bring Eric Dyer to my football club. Somebody needs to get fired, man. Somebody got held accountable. Somebody,
yeah, forget fired for that, man. True,
that's straight living.
You have to.
That. Yeah. Without doubt. And big up Z. I hear you, Z, man. That's where I'm at with it with this squad. So it's like replacements is all well and like good, like bringing them in. But hey, if they want to go this route and clear out high earners, and hey, I'm with that. No more clean slates. Hey, beautiful signs.
No, the problem though is that they're following the same mold that I cursed the club off. You're getting rid of the players that makes everyone better, and you're keeping the players that makes everyone worse. Like as I said before,
Hey,
I saw a picture when everybody was showing
no
us of the
problem.
team we had in what was it, 2018, in
All right, but
2017, 2018.
let me ask you, if they do, let's say they do get rid of Bruno, massive step in the right direction. Would that surprise you? Let me ask you, if they were to get rid of Bruno, would you be shocked by it?
No, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me because
That's
the first
expected.
thing you want, the way you said,
No.
it wouldn't surprise me.
It's expected from footballing, like from a football fan perspective, and but like with Ineos, I've already said they on the clock that I don't trust them.
Yeah,
I've already said this. I have my doubts. If I didn't,
I don't. No, I don't trust them.
I don't trust them.
No, I don't trust them. But getting rid of Bruno, that's exactly what the Saudis would have done. Please remember that Jassim don't like him neither. Think about that. Sheikh Jassim doesn't like Bruno.
Nobody
Ratcliffe doesn't like Bruno.
Not even his teammates.
Yeah. Like, you need to understand it. It's just the people that jerk off to this guy that likes him. Pause.
Oh yeah, the people.
They're the only ones that like him.
The Twitter.
Yeah, the Bruno enjoyers, the Bruno number one fan. The people, the road to Bruno and road to glory on FIFA. Like, these guys love this guy. The FIFA nerds love these guys. Yeah, all these damn statmans at this damn club love these man. So when Bruno leave, I want all the statmans to fuck off with him.
Please,
I need all of you gone.
It's such a statement of intent. If he leaves, it's such a statement of intent. Like
no, it's such a statement of we don't accept fuckery. And the moment him cut is a wake up call for that freaking this Argentinian Megan Rapinoe up on the right.
That's what I'm talking about. In regards to it's such a wake up call for everybody. Like, oh shit, these man. Like, I actually take, if any of us do that, I'll take him serious. I'll be like,
because
like, you man really just came and didn't even give man a season or none of that. Like, just got rid of the captain straight away.
Because when Wijnaldum come in and when Ten Hag come in immediately, I see him, and in his first thing him do is get rid of Pogba contract extension and make Pogba leave. The moment I see that, I look on Ten Hag, I'm like, you just lose the whole dressing room.
Nah, Pogba,
because you just get rid of the captain.
When did Pogba leave? That was before Ten Hag.
No, Ten Hag was here.
Ten Hag coming. The exact moment Ten Hag coming.
Yeah, I think
it was exactly 2 weeks.
I think his mind was already made up. I don't think Ten Hag got rid of Pogba.
No, it wasn't. There was a contract extension for him to. Yep, there was a contract extension for 2 years, and he was taking a pay cut. Ten Hag scrapped it.
David De Gea thing, man. Put it on
the bench. I still say that. Hey, the David De Gea thing was still the right move. I'd stand by that.
No, David De Gea was the right move. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah. I know you're not. I'm just saying I have no issue with that. Just because Onana is not the answer doesn't mean David De Gea was.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it. You came to Man United and you're saying
he's still not got a club. That's the crazy part. Even I'm surprised.
Oh no, he's vibing.
He's still. I thought somebody would pick him up. I thought a Spanish team.
Wait, hold on. Can I start with this guy, John Layton? I'm gonna have it that you're a troll, so we can just do it like that.
Yeah.
Pogba didn't have the right mental application at Manchester United. So Pogba never had the right mental application at Man United. But Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Scott McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Langa at the time, and Ilanga. So these guys have the right mentality. Oh, right.
At the radio, come here with
you're
John,
a Spurs. Oh no, John, you're a Spurs fan. You wouldn't know what the right mentality. No, he's a Spurs fan. You wouldn't know what the right mentality look like. You have to sit down and watch Eric Lamela all your freaking life. You don't know what winning mentality looks like. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, you understand.
I keep forgetting. You're Spurs fans. You can't really take Spurs fans serious. Like this man you had to sit down and watch Moussa Sissoko in his midfield.
Damn. And to Dad's
The
game,
only
you said
quality.
Rashford is a bigger problem than Bruno. I can't lie. I don't do the who's a bigger
No.
problem when they're all problems.
No.
We don't listen.
No, look.
We don't compare
Rashford
shit
is a problem to shit.
with shit.
Yeah.
We don't do that over here. We don't do that
Yeah,
over
but
here. Out here with
but
that.
the problem is this. The problem with this, when they're trying to tell me with that no, Lex, is just Rashford's a bigger problem. Technically, no, he isn't.
Well, whether
Because
he is,
we've seen before.
sorry to cut you off, though, Kaneki. One thing we both agree on, though, is that they're both problems, correct?
No, yeah, they're both problems.
Yeah.
But the situation is this, though, as I said before. If you're saying before this, as I said before with this, we've seen what he looks like when you have, as I said before, if we build a team that's 60% technical with technical players and 40% PNP, we can get the best out of our players. We did that with Mourinho. When it was Rashford up there on the left, Martial at striker, Mason Greenwood on the right, or Jadon Sancho on the right, with Pogba, Matic, Bruno Fernandes. Like, you had four thinkers there with two idiots. The two idiots didn't look bad because the four thinkers covered for these guys not being able to think. Ten Hag came here and got rid of all the thinkers and just put in a bunch of idiots. The idiots now look like idiots. Whose fault is that? Because as I said before, which I'm trying to get to with John, you got rid of Pogba and spent 2 years trying to find Pogba. That is what Eric Ten Hag did. You got rid of him, and then you're trying to find a player exactly like him.
But you want
Does that make sense?
Like he did not fucking better than the young of the team, and you say, let him go.
Again, big up to Big Six Bands and to John. I can't clarify this, but normally you do. Yeah, I'm not saying you're not genuine, but you're saying there when there's a difference of opinion, why does someone automatically think you're a troll?
Know me, I'm genuine.
It is because normally your questions and stuff.
Yeah, true. I definitely say that.
So I can't say you're 110% a troll. I'm not saying you are. What it is the whole the Pogba and the mental application. Like, if you want to criticize Pogba at times for his form at Manchester United, cool.
Do that. Don't question his mentality.
I criticize Pogba for his form. My biggest issue with Pogba, whilst he was at Manchester United, that he wasn't on the pitch.
It was just his fitness.
That was the issue. And I've watched him. Like, I don't question his mentality because he never did anything that makes me go you're not.
No, for example, John,
you're not applying yourself. But yeah, go on.
No, John, when we were playing you guys at your best, when you had Moussa Sissoko and Dembele in your midfield, and Pogba was 1v3 versus Dele Alli, Moussa Dembele, and Moussa Sissoko. And Pogba was 1v3 against all these guys. No one was questioning his mentality. Yeah? When this man was surrounded by crap and took us to a FA Cup final, beating you guys to that, no one questioned his mentality. Pogba has never, ever, ever at Manchester United come out and tell anybody, if I didn't score, the game would have been 6-0. Pogba's never done that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm more likely to
Pogba's been here. Yeah? Pogba, literally, and I quote, Pogba said, I like playing for France more than Manchester United because everyone here understands me. France is filled with winners. Yeah, France is filled with winners. Man United fans went at Pogba for that. Luke Shaw then come out and said that he liked playing for England more than Man United. No one went at him for that. John, we sat here and watched Pogba get blamed for every single thing that went bad at Man United. Every single thing that went bad. He left and it got worse.
And again, by the way.
Yeah? Ten Hag got rid of him and then put 7 players in his position and still hasn't replaced him. He put Sabitzer, Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Casemiro, Eriksen, and Mason Mount. He's put all 7 of these players in Pogba's position. We still haven't replaced him.
Right.
So when I'm saying the right mentality, we have a bunch of losers in Manchester United. Nothing but happy to be here players. It's the players that the fan base likes. We should give Luke Shaw a new contract for what? Scott McTominay should get a new contract for what? Bruno Fernandes should get a new contract. We have a negative goal difference, and Bruno Fernandes is out here with 126 chances in the Premier League. Why are we on negative goal difference?
Yeah, that's what don't make no sense.
126 chances, and we're on a negative goal, and we're in the season with negative goal difference. For as bad as everyone has said Pogba was at Manchester United, we've never had a negative difference with this guy playing when he was just this guy. When he was Pogba, Fellaini, and Lingard, we never had a negative goal difference in the league, ever. But Bruno, Casemiro, and Amrabat, and we're out here with a negative goal difference. Why?
All right.
Like, why? What I hate is that a lot of people are... sorry to cut you. A lot of people always think I always defend Pogba. And I'm like, that I'm a Pogba fan. I'm not. I'm one of his biggest critics. But what I will never understand is we had a team with players that made everyone better. Cavani made Rashford better. Martial made Rashford better. Pogba made Bruno and Rashford better. Sancho made these guys better. Matic made these guys better. Fred made these guys better. We had Varan has made our players better. We had players that make everyone around them better, and we're getting rid of them. But the players now that can't do shit are what we're keeping. Name me a player that plays well with Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. Like, let's not. So before we close out, like, name me a player that you can say improves with Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. No one plays better with Bruno Fernandes. No one plays better with Rashford. No one plays better with Scott McTominay. No one plays better with Luke Shaw. No one plays better with Harry Maguire. No one plays better with Wan-Bissaka. No one plays better with Garnacho. No one plays better with any of these guys. These guys are still here. But we want to get rid of Hamad Diallo. We want to get rid of Casemiro. We want to get rid of Varan. I don't give a shit about the earners. It's not my money. I don't give a shit about Manchester United and their money. I want us to sign the best players and be the best team. How are we going to do that? So when we get rid of Russell Varan, who the fuck are we going to sign to replace him? Connor Cody.
Biggest red flags, blood, because the fact the Varan name come up before fucking Harry Maguire is a joke.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Anthony. Big up Z, I forgot. Even Anthony. We had a team. When you saw our team play, everyone knew we had players that made everybody else better. We had facilitators. That's the term I always say flawless use. I've never really used that. It's facilitators. You build a team of players that make everybody around them better. Varan makes Martinez better. Varan makes Diego Delo better. Martinez makes Malacia better. Matic makes Pogba better. Pogba makes Matic better. Matic and Pogba makes Bruno Fernandes is better. Pogba makes Rashford better. Pogba makes Martial better. Pogba makes Sancho better. Sancho makes Bruno Fernandes better. Martial makes Bruno Fernandes and Rashford better. Rashford and Bruno makes no one better. Wakehorse came here and made Rashford better. No one has ever improved with Rashford. No one has improved with Bruno. Look at Cavani. The best games Cavani have ever played at Man United is when you had Pogba orchestrating our attack. Bruno Fernandes is finishing it. Don't get me wrong. Bruno is who's getting the assists. Bruno is getting the assists. Bruno is getting the stats. But the playmaking and the creating is with Pogba. That's what I'm trying to be at right now. For Spurs, I'm going to talk to John, because even John can probably back me up on this. For Spurs, look at how well you guys were with Eriksen. I'm bringing up that prime team. Hugo Lloris didn't make nobody in your team better. Toby and Vertonghen made your defense better. Kyle Walker and Danny Rose made your defense better. Musa made your entire midfield better. Yeah, Musa Sissoko, no one played well with Musa Sissoko. Victor Wanyama, nobody played better with Victor Wanyama. Musa Dembele made your entire midfield better. Eriksen made Musa Dembele better. Dele Alli, was made better with Ericsson. Heung-min Son made Harry Kane better. You had players in your team that made everyone better. The moment Spurs started getting rid of all the players that made players better, Spurs fell off.
No worry, yo, they have a whole line. It's okay.
They have a whole line now, yeah. But that's the thing what I'm trying to say right now. How I'm going to look at Ineos right now is the players you sign now. Is that, yeah, that's true. You guys did lack squad depth at the time with Spurs. But what I'm saying with Ineos is right now is that you're getting rid of another facilitator. Who best to teach Camboala how to become one of the best centre-backs in the world than one of the best centre-backs in the world? We're getting rid of Varan for free. Understand that. He's leaving for free. And who's going to be Camboala? Who's going to be Camboala going to be the understudy to? Maguire. Is that who Camboala is going to learn his trade from? Harry Maguire.
I'm not sure now because we're going to sign centre backs regardless.
Fam, I don't like the names of the centre backs we're linked with. I don't like the names of the centre backs we're linked with.
It's just Tosin, right? That's the only one.
One. It's not, fam. I don't give two shits about Tosin. I don't give a shit about Tosin. Yeah? What our backline needs is experience.
He's quality.
Martinez isn't doing shit. I don't care what no one wants to tell me about him. I want him to be a rotation player. I don't want Martinez being our starting centre back. Look at it how I'm saying it right now. We have a ball playing goalkeeper. We don't need a ball playing centre back. That don't make sense.
But this ties into what we're trying to do because we don't know yet.
All right.
I don't because I have no.
You picked it. You have Lacroix. You have Lacroix. You have Tedibo. You have Tapsoba. You have Anderson from Crystal Palace. You have Flutterbeck. You have Simica. You have all these centre backs, and you're looking at Tosin. You're looking at Tosin, fam. And then left back. What are we? Are these men going to put up with Luke Shaw still?
Yeah, man.
Eh?
Yeah, man. I best left back in the league. Yeah, man.
I want everybody to understand this right now.
You can stay.
With this right now. I'm putting Ineos is under the scope to me right now. And as I already said, these men are at strike one. These men are already at strike one. Yeah? These men are straight up at strike one right now just because Varan is leaving. Varan is leaving is like Liverpool watching Van Dijk leave. And you hear that, don't worry, we have Van Dijk's replacement. And you look, it's freaking Brent Waite from Everton. That's not a replacement.
Tosin thing over Varan is a joke thing still.
Yeah, the Varan thing, I'm not in agreement at all. I said that from when it was spoken about, from when it was announced, like, no, that. But the rest of them, it's
you man kind of move like us, like on a downgrade more than anything. Like, bro, in order for see good signs in a new ownership, you have to see these man coming in and getting rid of the players that unanimously everyone can agree that these guys should go. When the first names on the chopping blocks are Varan and
Casemiro. Casemiro is there.
Like I said, we don't see. Yeah. There's only Varan. That's the only one that's definitive. The rest is rumors. Casemiro's rumored, even though he's going to leave. Bruno's rumored. Maguire and McTominay. So it's all
rumors. And that's the point. The fact that there's more solid room. This is more solid with Varan and Casemiro than it is with McTominay.
But in defense of the ownership, that was before them actually with the casting. That was spoken about for a long, long time. The whole casting. I still think Cass can do it.
No, but my thing is this. How do you start with Cass? Why don't you start with McTominay? How do you start with Varan? Why don't you start with Maguire?
Varan shouldn't have
There are so many worse players in your team to begin with.
Yeah.
How are you beginning with the optional players who can actually help you go forward?
Wait, hold on. John, I have my chat up because I like reading what you guys are saying. I pay attention to everything what you guys are saying. I'm reading the chat right here with all your conversations.
Yeah. With me, it's much more so get there. Like, it's because The window's technically not open yet. I'm just like, in regards to moving players on, I'm like, all right, we'll see. Of course, it's easier to move on a player if you're not going to renew his contract than selling the actual player. But even before we get to that, FA Cup final that Sunday, that Monday, the following Sunday, following Monday, Ten Hag needs to be gone. That's strike one for me. If he's not gone by Monday, that is strike one. Forget players.
That's strike two.
The manager needs to be gone. Strike two for you. That's fair. For me, that's strike one. That's when I'm looking at them. If he is still there by Monday, by the time I do the fan calling show that Monday or whatever show, yeah, be the fan calling show because one of the Euros ain't starting yet. That is strike one because he adds zero value at that point. There's no games coming up. You don't need him for recruitment. You should have already identified the style. You should already be identifying players. You should already, whoever you've picked as manager should already be not there officially, but should be there in the Dan Ashworth capacity where it's, oh, you are our manager. We've just not made it official yet. You've already been speaking to everybody. You're already in on all the Zoom calls. You're in the WhatsApp group. You're having conversations in regards to the preparation for the season. Just something as simple as where Manchester United are going on the preseason tour, for example. The Sleeping Dragon, who replaces Ten Hag Flawless? I don't know who they're going to pick. I would personally go and get Flick. Who they pick, I don't know.
The man come out and say we're firmly behind Ten Hag.
Yeah, and if they do that, I'm firmly in your out, and I know where I stand. If they do that, I'm glad.
I'm not watching. If Ten Hag says I'm not watching Man United next season.
Oh yeah, it's just a vibe.
So Beijing pops. The Beijing pops that says that saying with Varan. Varan spends too much time on the treatment. Varan has played more games for Man United than Luke Shaw in the last 3 years. Varan has played more games than Luke Shaw.
Your whole backline, fam.
We should legit use Varan like the same way City use John Stones, but that's because they have players surrounding him.
And Casemiro legs are gone. Casemiro has never been. Listen, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to start insulting people. I'm not going to start insulting people. Not because Casemiro doesn't have 99 pace on FIFA means that Casemiro has legs are gone.
Yeah, his legs.
Casemiro has never been a runner. Casemiro has never been a runner.
He's no less mobile this season than he was last season.
Exactly. The problem now is that we're seeing Casemiro in the Pogba light of everything around him is worse, so you're seeing him more. That's what happened last season when Casemiro was protected. Nobody was saying, "Oh, Casemiro legs are gone." Yeah, now that the system got worse and the players around him got worse.
Yeah, it wasn't even great protection. It was just moderate.
Yeah, it was a basic system. It was just moderate. Yeah, that was it.
Moderate. It was him and Eriksen, and Eriksen's smart enough to the point where it's like, and the system and the players around were good enough from a defensive standpoint where he didn't look like that. But hey, it's crazy. It's crazy. And yeah, John, that's why I always use John Stones. Go check John Stones' numbers, people. Go check his numbers and the amount of games that he plays. How come sell John Stones, he's injury prone, which he is no, because they not only is he a quality centre back when available, they also have quality to go there as well. And to Z, I don't know Hojlund to fall out with him. So I've never fallen out with a professional footballer at Manchester United, just to clarify. I don't know.
So that's just it.
So
that's just it.
So like that. No. But like I said, if Ten Hag's still in charge come Monday following the FA Cup, strike one.
I'm not watching Man United. I'm not watching Man United if Ten Hag stays. I'm not.
Strike one. Oh yeah, I'm just this vibes. Like I watch, but it's just straight. All right, cool.
No, I'm not watching.
Serious. Cool. Nah, fairs. I get that. I'm just.
I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be talking about Real Madrid.
I'm just saying.
Game.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just saying. I know what if they do that. There's no hope been built up. Like if any of us keep him, I know they're not a serious outfit, a serious institution. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can detach straight away. The other thing we should have kept Fred as a squad player. No, that's the reason why. Because you mentioned it as squad player. I will never fight for a squad player to start unless it's a goalkeeper. That's the only one. That's the only one.
Yeah,
I'm never fighting for a squad player to. I'm never like, we should have kept such and such use a squad. No, because squad players are squad players for a reason. That's what it is. I kind of see. I hear that. If you're saying it's already strike one since Ten Hag's not been sacked already, you're not wrong. I'm not going to sit here and defend any of us. So I get that. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm giving you to Monday. know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
What was it? What
I'm
was my
not giving
take?
them to Monday.
Oh yeah, Z.
I'm
Because
not giving them
people
Monday. I'm giving them to the final whistle.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair, and that's fair enough. And Z, the reason why that was is because people don't like the honest truth. Because I bet none of those comments, because I don't read comments after shows.
If
I
we tell
watched
them
him.
the
I
honest
watched
lies.
him live. You know what I'm saying? I watched him live. I
Yeah.
watched him not run. I watched him
Z.
not make any runs. Like, but hey.
Z, I'm going to bring it up like this. Everyone's talking about that when Martial came here on his debut and he scored double digits in the league, everyone still went at him. No one was praising him like he's unbelievable. It was okay. We spent 50 million on you. You're supposed to be hitting double figures in the league. We want more goals. Hojlund's been shit for 28 games this season. That's over half the season.
We love you, Hojlund.
Yeah?
Oh, we love you.
What you need to understand is this, Z.
Fucking
With
idiot.
with this, Z, and this is just straight pause. Most of us people that know football don't dick ride players. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't. Flawless's aspect on Hojlund is just you're trash. Like, think about it. The water that's running off of Man United roof can run a channel better than Hojlund. I don't care about his age. At 19 years old, Martial was running the channels. At 19 years old, Mason Greenwood was running the channels. Everyone was running the channels correct at their age. At the age of 19. Hojlund is 19 years old and he can't run shit. He can't hold up play. His first touch is crap. He's horrible at shooting and he has no instinct. If it's anything at least you can give Darwin Nunez things for is that he's always in the right place at the right time. He just can't finish.
Darwin Nunez.
Look, fam, you're saying he got to improve. Z, anything multiplied by 0 will always give you 0. If your first touch is trash at 19, at 21, your first touch isn't going to get better. Look at Romelu Lukaku. His first touch was awful at 19. He's in his 30s now, and his first touch is still shit. Does Hojlund look like he can actually improve to you? No. Okay. Bench option. I'm not going to complain. I can see with you with the bench option. As a starter, I don't want him as a starter, fam. I don't.
Brother McTominay is
really
a better
don't.
striker than Hojlund. Come on, man.
Yeah. And to Nash, that right there is why I say I have zero faith in Ineos. I have zero faith in Ineos. I'm waiting for Norden. Norden is who I'm trying to get to sell Ineos to me. And right now, Norden is just telling me what I already know.
You said
I'm not believing shit. Yeah, I'm not believing shit. What anyone is saying is what Nick Nash is saying. Nick Nash.
Oh, me here Norden argue with some man the other day on side channel. Both say Hojlund have potential and this and that. You get me?
What he was saying Hojlund does or doesn't have potential?
Does. I see things.
The thing is with Hojlund, he has physical attributes and physical tools you look at, but he's
not physical at all.
You have to use them. No. Of course he is, because he's quick. That's a physical attribute. Come on, fam.
Flawless. We are talking about elite football, right?
Yeah. Of course he's not an elite footballer.
By some chance, would Hojlund be an okay Crystal Palace player? Yes. Yeah. But at some point in time, we have to be talking about the biggest teams in the biggest leagues.
100%.
He doesn't even belong on your bench.
Yeah, but I get what Nureddin, but without, because Nureddin's very, very smart. I know when Nureddin's saying that, Nureddin's not saying for him to start. I know that. Like,
he's not.
Guarantee.
Nureddin's saying, a chance.
But he's saying, Nureddin's saying, as a number 3, yeah, if he's our third choice striker.
How do you go from your bench striker being Chicharito to not holding that same standard?
No, but because Chicharito wasn't our number. Because when Chicharito was here, he was a part of a 4. That's what
he was your bench striker. He was the guy that came off the bench.
He shouldn't be the bench striker like that. He should be, like I said, legit number 3 or out or playing out wide. Like that's the problem with our team.
73 million for a third choice striker.
You'd be fine with him on your team.
As a number 3, yes.
Bro, Darwin Nunez is better than him, you know.
Yeah, again, as a number 3, I'm not gonna sit here and debate and argue a number 3.
No, we're not. 3. And you want to know the sad thing about it?
Bro, I'm just arguing, does he deserve a place in the team? And you're saying yes.
In the squad?
In the squad. No.
Should he have the Manchester jersey on?
No, he shouldn't.
Body?
But he's here. No, he's here. Unfortunately,
exactly.
Here.
No,
but wait. Before you go, Kaneki. But that's everybody. What have I said about the entire team? What are we doing here? What have I said about the entire team all season long?
Yes,
what
so all of them.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but that wasn't the point that was made. I've already said I would bin all of them. Like that's not the conversation. I've said this. Yeah, but I've said this though countless times, and you.
Yes, it's something different now.
No, I've said this countless times. ACGI anybody, but when he says if there's potential there, it's like you can be poor but still do more. You can still do more. Hojlund shouldn't be as ineffective as he is. That's my biggest concern with him. Because applying yourself gets you to a point where you just that's what Amrabat does. Amrabat's not great.
Yeah.
No stretch
you want to know what's the worst thing?
Before you carry on, Kaneki, Amrabat has no technical, physical attributes that are exceptional. He has none whatsoever.
He's a tryhard.
There's nothing that's the point I'm making. If Hojlund was a tryhard, he'd just be much more effective. Just applying himself. You just wouldn't be out there being invisible. You're McTominay up top at this point.
Yeah, what hurts is that, as I said before, is that we signed a lot of players during times when we should have probably got them. Like Hojlund right now, I would not complain if he was here when we had Cavani. I would not complain if Hojlund was here when we had Cavani. Because if it's anyone I need him to learn his trade from, of how to, like fam, your first touch is shit, your technical ability is shit. But if Cavani can sit down with you in training and show you how to do the basics correctly, like in the 9-0 against Southampton, we watched Cavani stand on that pitch and talk to Rashford of how to properly run the channel and how to stay onside. 2 minutes later, Rashford scored a goal, making the same run Cavani told him to make.
I didn't know that.
Yeah? Having someone there that can sit down and tell you, I don't care, look, your technical ability is horrid. Having a striker like Cavani now that can just tell you, yo, run the channels like this. Stop trying to play in front of a defender. You don't have the strength for that. How to stay on the shoulder, stay on a half space, half yard. Someone to just give him instructions on that. If he was here when we had Cavani, I don't think Hojlund would play like this. But as I said before, Hojlund is playing the way who I expect him to play when his supply line is Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Garnacho.
And that's where my issue lies with him, as bad as the players are around him, and he reminds me too much of Lukaku. Because that was my biggest criticism of Lukaku.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Lukaku score goals.
No, yeah, again, I'm not disputing whether Lukaku score goals or not. I'm not saying
he's horrible.
I'm saying in regards to you're too easy to play against. That was my criticism of Lukaku's entire time here. You're way too easy to play against. You have all of those attributes, Lukaku.
It's my problem with Erling Haaland right now. Like, fam, you're becoming predictable. If it's anything with a Manchester City attack, is that it's never predictable.
Carry on to Sleeping Dragon. Should Hojlund be leading the line at Manchester United? No, unless someone might say that in the chat. No one's saying that. I would sell him. I would sell all of these players today.
We would. So just to make sure, Sleeping Dragon. None of us are saying Hojlund should be running the line. What I'm saying is that if we had somebody here to mentor him as a number 3.
I wish he did that. I wish he just ran channels. For real. You know what I'm saying? You can run 100 meters in 11 seconds. You use that shit.
Yeah.
You are electric.
Like,
you can shift.
Be like Jamie Vardy. At least do like Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy can't hold up the ball for shit. Run it down, fam. Just tell them, yo, play the ball in that. Just play the ball there. Let me chase it.
Just be a
Golden
nuisance.
retrieve. Yeah, golden
Yes.
retriever, fam. Throw the ball. Let them run it down, fam. At least do
That's
that,
it.
fam.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking you to do. If he just ran channels, I'd shut up about him. If every time we got the ball, he sprinted in behind one of the fullbacks or sprinted behind one of the two centre backs, I would shut up about him.
Yeah, like think about
That's
it.
all I need you to do. That's where I'm at with it. Just
yeah,
chase the ball. Just make the run.
Yeah.
I watched him.
Like-
For those that don't know, before you go, sorry to cut you off. I was at the Arsenal game, people. He did nothing. I forgot he was playing in the second half. Just run. Just run the channels. I beg.
Yeah.
And point and shout at whoever and say, run and point, yes. And if you don't, if it doesn't happen, you get back on side and you make another run. And if you don't get it that time, you get back on side. And you know what? Just by law of averages, if you do this from the first minute to the 90th minute, you're gonna get the ball 4 or 5 times. And
just ask Darwin Nunez.
Not even Darwin Nunez. Not even like Darwin Nunez. Like with Chelsea fans when they had Timo Werner. Fam, run. Let me curse you for not knowing the offside rule. Just let me do that. Let me just curse you for just being offside. Run.
Yes.
Run, fam.
Where I'm
because you want to
can shift. Run. Professional athlete. Hey, you know what? Run, please. Don't even kick the ball into the goal. Just run. We'll get to that part later.
Yeah, like fam, when Lukaku was here, you never yet see Pogba like, yeah man, put the ball in Lukaku's foot. Pogba get the ball immediately. Look up, Lukaku's sprinting. Run it down, fam. That's it.
Even Zlatan.
At the basic law.
Yeah, because Zlatan would hold up the ball, but it's like, in one case, it's not do one or the other, but don't just be out there being invisible. Is my point. You either show for the ball, hold it up, or running behind, or both. But one thing that you can do, which is easier,
or just fuck off, man.
Of course, I don't intend to, without doubt. But again, that's most of these players. But he's here. I'm talking about in games he's playing. Like that is the least I can expect from you. Against Arsenal, he did nothing. Now to Beijing Pots, we haven't signed Forrest Gump because Forrest Gump ran. We all watched that film. Yeah, he ran.
Forrest Gump at least ran. This nigga ain't running.
If he ran as much as Forrest Gump did, I would be just less critical.
Yeah.
Because just law of averages. You know why Bruno gets goals and assists? Volume. You know why Darwin Nunez, as much as we criticize him and run jokes, you know why Darwin Nunez scores the amount of goals he scores? Because he makes the run. Yes, he might be offside. He might be offside 90% of the time. He's been offside. I think he's got 50 offsides in 2 seasons. How many goals has Darwin Nunez scored? Because he consistently makes the run. Consistently. Whether he's offside or not, whether he gets onside and he misses it, he's there. My point is, even if you are a poor player, make the effort. Apply yourself. I'm not telling you to get all the answers on the test right. I'm asking you to answer the questions. Don't even get them right. I'd rather you get 0 out of 100 on the test rather than don't answer the 100 questions or only answer 25. Answer the 100 questions. Give yourself a fair chance to fail is the point I'm making. Because there's other players in Manchester United's team, which is the vast majority of the team, who aren't good. But guess what? One thing they do is apply. Amrabat's the prime example. Do I rate Amrabat? No. But he applies himself. An application, all of a sudden, him applying himself, and Maino looks half decent, and then you have some form of a functioning midfield. You put a try-hard, Eddie says this all the time, you put a try-hard next to talent, and all of a sudden your team looks competent. How we go away to Liverpool with players missing, and the midfield look competent with McTominay?
Because you're fucking shit, man. Stop.
Nah. That wasn't the narrative beforehand. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Hindsight is 2020. No. Clearly now the rain is gone.
It was pick a number. You know what I'm saying? It was pick a number. It was pick a number from
Jimmy
4
Cliff and them. I don't know about that.
It was.
Yeah.
No. Z, yeah. I'm not saying if he was good against Brighton or not, but what I can say is with watching that game and watching the highlights, I know he applied himself. I know he ran around. I know if I checked his numbers, there's numbers on the board. I can't say Hojlund makes bad runs because he makes no runs. I can't say Hojlund's a bad finisher because he don't take shots. I think he's had, I think so. I've seen a stat saying he's had 19 shots since January. So that means you're not even having a shot a game at this point.
Yeah, Nunez start from the first minute.
Nunez will get the ball, and guess what? He'll be 40 yards out, and they'll be 2-0 down, and they'll have 2 passing options, and he'll shoot that shit. This is the point I'm making: is go 0 from 20 rather than 0 from 1. Make 20 bad runs rather than make 0 bad runs. Is the point I'm making. The test analogy is the best. Fail the test. Get 0 out of 100 answers, but answer the goddamn question. Is the point I'm
like
making.
For somebody when I like to compare shit with shit, we're just there chat about shit too long still.
Yeah,
I think we had to analogy. I think we had to hit that. That was hitting. I think we had to. In regards to you brought it up. You brought it up.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I never bring it up for you talk for you no long.
Just don't bring it up then. You know what I'm saying?
No, you need to understand.
But when me want to talk about 2 shit players, you don't want to talk about it though.
We did talk about it though.
Well, and Nketiah, you never did want to talk about it.
But did we talk about it or not?
No.
So we didn't talk about it or not?
You say, yo, we not compare shit with shit.
We spoke about it.
I may say, yo, but one better than the other. We don't compare shit with shit. All right, then move on.
But we spoke about it.
All of a sudden, hold on, you can at least make a run. You can at least this. How about fuck off? Fuck off. End of story.
No.
Your shit, bye-bye.
No, but we've said this though. You know what I'm saying? And applying yourself doesn't go to him. No. The reason why I also talk about it as well, because that's not just at him. That's
everyone.
That's everybody. I say that about everyone. I've said that about the whole team.
Man, you sound like them Arsenal fan. You might be shit, but just apply yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're playing.
Yeah, it's like at work. It's like at work, yo. I might be good at this as John, but if I'm just going to put enough to show that I'm at least competent enough to do my role correctly. Hojlund ain't doing that. Just have the competency to just do the basics. John is out here running programs after programs after programs. You can't work Java. You can't do JavaScript like John. But you want to what you can do? You can do Pascal programming on a basic level.
I am and get somebody that can actually do good, brother.
No, of course, but we can't do that right now, can we?
Can't do that right now.
Why not?
No.
Because
we're in a recession, nigga.
Huh?
We're in a recession.
The window's not open.
Why matter? Wait till the window open, brother.
How you gonna sign someone with the window not being open?
Wait till it open, you name just say.
Yeah, but we can't do anything about it now. Yeah, next week. It doesn't not now.
Yeah, brother.
No, the 31st, no, the ending of June.
First of all, we sit down here so can't do nothing but nothing. We just a chat, Zine.
Yeah. We just talking.
He's telling him, and next week we have to sell him. We can legit sell him. Why? Because it's just next week, isn't it? When am I gonna do? All right, am I gonna play the FA Cup final? Real though, I'm gonna get shit on. But just hope say City man them drink enough, and them I got drunk enough, and then on might stand a chance.
That's the hope. That is the hope. 100%.
Flawless. A drunk City team still like a battle now.
We know this.
Yeah, like come on, man.
We know this.
What did I say? I started off. No, I didn't even start off. I said hope. That's what man
said. But in a Jamaican saying, hope they are the wash plate and feet down the road. So
that's good for true.
That's all we got, man. That's it, man. It's just straight.
We not have hope they are yard.
I can't speak for everyone. Me and it. That's all I've got. I'm gonna watch that drink beforehand and hope.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm gonna do is hope. That's it. Hope.
Every day me go. Every day me reach in my yard. Me call hope and ask. Every day me there me yard. Me there and yo hope. Which fire there soon come? I know me can't see hope.
Yeah, I've not hoped for anything this season. Like, actually, apart from the season to end, that was it. Like, that's it. Apart from the season to end. Hope, you know what I'm saying, in this FA Cup final. That's it.
Oh, and just to the Arsenal fan, them understand that this banter is going straight around till the season starts.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Niggas still laugh off on this thing.
We have the best team in the league.
Me tell you the last year, if you keep on the mouth shut, on open up on the mouth again. So, me tell you again, keep on the mouth shut.
When them say
Alright.
Saka better than Rodrigo.
Saka better than Salah. Saka better than
Nine players
Bale.
out of them team make it in a Champions League. Real Madrid. I wish them did get Real Madrid this year. Oh my god.
Yeah. Our Rice is. We need to start a petition to give West Ham more money as a thank you for Rice.
That one was jokes. I remember that
Come
one.
on.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. I do remember that one.
Run the extra money for Kai Havertz too.
Yeah. That's true. Let me know in the chat who's live, you lot, before we do indeed close out. Run up the likes. Still over 130 of you lot in here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sarcasm CETV.
I got banned. I got banned off the football in the football's terrorist chat. I got banned.
Big deal.
What do you think I said?
From Lee, stop got him and watch it no more.
What did you say?
I said, and I quote, because Terry's a sellout. So I'm like, yo, my guy is ours.
You know what?
Because he kept because he kept going on about how terrifying Arsenal are. Hopping on that Arsenal dick riding shit. And I'm like, yo, they still terrifying now, you pagan? I got banned. I was like, damn.
But he didn't ban you. That was one of his mods, right?
No, one of his mods banned me.
Yeah, mod should.
I don't care.
You didn't say.
I don't care because, as I said before, a lot of these guys are sellouts.
Well, that's a Terry. Man. I know what he's doing.
Just like Turkish, man. Turkish just there talk about it doesn't matter if we win. Them money cause Arsenal for years, so them now we nothing. All of a sudden this man turn a different disciple fam. I don't know him, man, change him allegiance, blood. No, I'm just one challenge every year.
No, what Turkish used to be on the fence. Me don't know why he come off of the fence. Because right now he might try back on the fence.
In good right to him, the man.
No, he can't go back on the fence again. He can't go back on the fence. He go make the mistake and up off of the fence.
I need to watch what's it called? Because I'm not watched the clip people have been speaking about that Turkish. Oh yeah, and with Terry,
he knows more than one of them.
And with Terry, he knows what he's doing, man. Monster's the same shit. Shout out to Monts, man, hyping up Arsenal. They know what they're doing, man. It's great. I encourage you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Terry for doing that. Monsters the same thing. Shout out to them because then when it all comes falling down like as this season, look what happens. Like you told
everybody.
I've not even watched the content. I've not even watched all the Arsenal. I've not watched none of the Arsenal content.
No, you need to understand. They're going.
Yo, you're breaking up, Kaneki.
I'm fully gone for me.
Yeah. You're breaking up. He was sounding robotic. And to Z, there's much more. To be fair, Monts has been cooking Arsenal lately flawless. Yeah, because they deserve to be cooked. But you know what he's doing. Monts is a very, very smart guy. Like he's very intelligent.
Arsenal.
He just won't. I'll openly tell you, yes, I'm selling Kool-Aid.
Monts will sell
you Kool-Aid, but not tell you it's Kool-Aid. That's what it is. And name the first 5 players. How long have you got, Z, man? You know what I'm saying? It's much more than 5. That's what you say, one player you get rid of, or 5. It's much more than 1. It's much more than 5. It's pick a name and number. That's what it is. But you might have saying Staffy's still live.
Wait, am I back?
We're gonna redirect.
Back?
Yeah, you back. Go on, Kaneki. I'm gonna close out.
Yeah, I was just saying that I have Arsenal's new name now. These guys are Humpty Dumpty FC. That's what these mans are. That's all these mans are. Humpty freaking Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great blood clot fall. Fuck you up on the wall, you damn idiot. Stop trying to put yourself where you don't belong. Yeah. When you hear league challenging, that's not Arsenal. When you hear league challenging, when you see the wall say league challenging, stop go up on the wall, dog. That's not Arsenal. Stay up on the ground. Yeah, when you hear European elite, when you see European elite, stop go up on the wall. You don't belong there.
When you're there dancing, you see big body girl dance low.
Yeah. When you see the boom thing in the dance, dog, stay one at the corner. That is not for you.
Man, idiots, yo, man.
Yeah. Stop put yourself in a conversation where you don't belong, fam. Stop it.
Big G.
Jesus Christ. Go over there and fail people, man. Try a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, where's that cat in the wall? We are gonna stand there and see it.
I see and laugh at it.
Yeah, man. You just get laughed at. You just keep it stepping.
I wonder too.
Yeah, man. You see, you walk over there to the boom thing, and you see a man come and just get two
Oh
ras blood clot tongue.
yeah. Don't go over there and shoot with a man. Like, yeah. That's fool. That
No,
wasn't in the analogy.
no.
That wasn't in the analogy.
That's the thing. That's like the league title. The league title there right there by itself. Don't go near it. Because which part you see the boom thing, the man they're very close. The man can just left her and make say, yo, go and dance, man. Me there right there, so. Don't go talk to her. It's not yours.
Well, I hear you.
Disgrace, fam.
Well, people, we closing out. Love to everyone that's locked in. This show will be back either Saturday or Sunday. It's actually on the schedule. I can't remember which day it is, but either Saturday or Sunday anyway. Don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. We are going to redirect to Staffy's TV shortly as well. Again, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We're back today, 4:30 p.m. UK time, Man United podcast, 4:30 p.m. So that'll be right here on the YouTube channel. Then following that, 11:30 p.m. will be the Manchester United Manchester City show. So obviously me and Vaya will be talking. Vaya will be chatting about Manchester City winning the league title as well. And then I believe NBA is actually back because that's why he didn't get no games today. There's no NBA
I
games,
never expected the Nuggets to get blown out like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go listen to some of the recaps. But yeah, Boston Celtics, Indiana Pacers, game 1 is tomorrow. So that's
Alexa.
1 a.m. UK time. So we'll be live on the playback for that, people. Live on the playback for that. Live on the playback. Big up every time. Big up all the regulars, all the mods, all the members, any of the new people, anybody over from the raid, etc., real ones. Like I said, get over to the playback if you haven't, because not only is the NBA watch-alongs over there, Premier League watch-alongs are over there. That's where the FA Cup watch-along will be, Champions League watch-along will be, the Euros, the vast majority will be over there as well. I just dropped the link in the chat, playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, people. You see it right there. All the gaming content is over there as well. All the gaming content, so pro clubs, career mode, GTA, the whole 9, man. Anything, all the gaming content will be on there as well, people. So yes, man, love to everyone who has locked in. You lot are real ones. Like I said, we're going to redirect to Staffy. So you lot know what to do to redirect. We put 16/10 rate. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up to you all again. And there's only one way to end the stream.
By the way, can I just say the 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.